dive into the topic. It'll be a good time.
I'm gonna leave your mom.
What's that?
I don't know. I was just saying shit.
Oh, you good?
Well, I'm wearing a
Very nice.
band and G.
All right. Well, I am up and streaming. What's up? ITP in the building. What's up, y'all? How you doing, House of Mar?
Yeah, we're doing good, man. We're about to turn you on our. We got another screen over here. We're about to get you on up there on that one.
And until other people join us, let's go ahead and well, fans about to join too. Looks like. So I don't know how we wanna pair off. If we wanna do
They're
it like
fair
we
enough.
did.
I mean, you guys catch up to where.
I mean, I'm good to go. I have a combat rating right now of 491, and that's with Doc. Combat rating with my gunner
If
is
I'm not
646.
mistaken, Pro- Promise of a Flower, the first one of Pathogen requires a combat rating of 550.
Well,
The
like
final one is 600.
well, like I said,
But I'm running a 705,
my gunner loadout is a 646.
so you'd be
So,
fine with
so
that.
I'd be fine with that. My Doc is a 491.
Yeah, it's tough because I don't want to go in like Promise of a Flower, any of the pathogen stuff with anything that's less than
Or 600.
extremely proficient with.
Yeah, I got you.
So it's either my Demolisher or my Lancer. Chances are it's going to be my Demolisher. I don't have anyone else ranked up high enough.
Right.
And I have my Gunner, which is 660. So my Gunner I could go in with my Gunner, but everyone else. Well, hold on.
Well, I know your
Because I could
brother's.
go in with any one of my guys. All of them are combat rated. 515, 560. Well, 515, my phalanx I couldn't. But 560 for the recon, 575 for Doc, 555 for the technician. That's rank 1. I don't know how my rank 1s are so high in combat rating. Probably just because my weapons are so high.
Yeah, it could be. That could be it.
I haven't really done anything with them.
So I mean, I can help your brother get leveled up and stuff. Like I said,
Well, I still gotta get.
both
I still
me and
gotta
them are
get enough
streaming,
through
so
strikes. Yeah, so it wouldn't make sense for you both to be on the same one
yeah.
unless we were all running in a 3-person group.
Correct.
And there he is. What up, fan?
What up? What up?
Welcome to the House of Mars slash
Took me forever. Sorry about
ITP.
that. Chill.
So
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna send you an invite
All right.
to join up. I just sent you that invite to join up on me on Aliens Fireteam Elite.
Oh, I just
Let's see if you
backed
can
out a bit.
remember how to do it. I love you, little brother.
Mm-hmm. All right.
to figure out how to get on the camera on Discord.
I haven't figured that out yet. I tried a couple times.
Yeah, I actually
Are
had
you able to even sign into Discord?
Oh yeah, I set up accounts and then like I couldn't get back into it. For my password, and then like reset up one, and then it wasn't the right password again, and like. And then it wasn't just work. It wasn't just not working. I remember I told you guys I was going to a screen, and you're like, "Well, that doesn't make sense." So like, and my phone is like I only have one phone. You know, like I'd be looking at my phone the whole time, because it'd be all on the phone.
Well, no. The game. It's just you have your camera on your phone on, so you're.
Yeah, you have to set up your camera in such a way to where you can see you. Like put it on a stand or something?
Nah, you just turn it on. It's like your
I
FaceTime.
literally have mine leaning on a plush on my bed facing.
Okay.
Yeah, I have mine. I have mine on my on a Cyberpunk case and standing up. So you know, because I got a kickstand on the back of mine.
However you want to prop it to where it's
However.
facing you.
Right.
You don't have to be looking at the camera when you're talking. I mean, you can, but then you'd be watching the phone, and not the. That wouldn't be very helpful.
Yeah.
No, I got mine set up right underneath my monitor,
Unless
so
you're,
I'm good to go.
Look two different directions at the same time.
Oh, if you're like a cockeye, you know?
Yep.
You just squint
That
one,
is, yeah.
and yeah.
I don't know how well that would work.
I worked with a guy one time, man. He fucked me up with that shit. I swear.
You like Pruitt Taylor Vance, which he was in a horror movie that we haven't mentioned at all yet, which I'm shocked that we have, because it was so amazing.
You know.
You know which one it is? Pruitt Taylor Vance.
I have no clue.
Jake Busey. I'll keep giving cast members until you get it. Pruitt Taylor Vance. Jake Busey.
Keep going.
Thea Duvall. Rebecca De Mornay.
Oh, what the hell?
And the Rex Cradle.
Yeah.
No?
Well, I know her, and I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I mean, there's really only 2 movies that I know
Lou
Rebecca
Temple.
De Mornay in.
Oh shoot, what's his name?
There's Hand That Rocks the Cradle, and there's Three Musketeers.
John C. McGinley.
I don't think we're going to get this one, brother.
Ray Liotta.
Yeah, sounds like you might be the only one to watch it. I don't know.
No. John Cusack.
Yeah, still lost me. I don't know.
Holy shit. Nobody's seen Identity?
No.
Oh, I've seen it.
Well, then how the fuck did you not get it? I gave you the entire fucking cast.
It's been probably about 12 years since I've seen it, and I've only seen it the once.
Oh my lord, that movie's so amazing.
I mean, that's up there with 1408, though. I mean, not gonna lie.
Wait, Nem, you haven't seen Identity?
No.
Oh shit. Basically, it's about a group of individuals that all get trapped in a rainstorm at a little motel, and a serial killer has escaped and may be picking them off one by one. There's a lot more to it, what I just said, but I'm giving you a bare bones explanation.
So you don't want to ruin it.
Pretty dry on this.
All right. I will
Don't
be right back.
do any research on it, just watch it.
Interesting.
You haven't seen it, Wes. You put this high up on your list too.
Yep.
My lord.
Write it down. I'll write
That's
it down.
maybe why we haven't talked about it on here before, is because I'm the only one who's truly in love with that film.
Right.
Because one of us has seen it at one time 12 years ago. Probably can't hardly remember most of it, but probably remembers important portions. The other two haven't seen it. Oh, that almost hurts my soul just a little bit.
Oh.
Just a little bit. Great movie.
I'll have to check that out.
The Pete is in it too.
Alright, I'm back. I had to go get myself a drink.
That bad, huh?
Nice.
It's gonna get better, don't worry.
I mean...
Don't panic.
bright, bold letters.
Nothing to do with everybody
No
thinks
matter how much Peter loved her, what made the pan refuse to grow, that the hook always brings you back.
Whoa. That's wisdom.
The song.
Bars.
Cheers, gentlemen.
Cheers.
What the hell was that?
Red's Hard Apple.
With cider.
Oh.
I'll be honest with you, I'd rather drink that than beer. Like, straight up.
Dry. Told you.
I'm sorry?
I'm dry. Told you.
Oh, I know.
Save a lot of money that way.
I understand.
And protect your body, too.
I 100% understand, though, dude. I figured tomorrow's Father's Day, I'm
Now
just
that
going...
I've quit smoking, man, I am straight edge.
What?
It's a little weird. Huh?
You quit smoking?
Dude, I haven't smoked in like a month.
Dude.
Dang.
You're better than me.
That's what's up.
I haven't smoked a cigarette in a little over 30 days.
Wow.
Nice.
Chill.
Congrats, dude.
Let's get some firm handshakes in the chat.
Congrats, man. Not gonna lie. That is something I cannot do.
I'm telling you right now, if you on the Chantix,
I was on Chantix.
If you really wanted to, go onto the Chantix. Well, it's the new formula of Chantix. Yeah, it's a generic thing, but it will help you. It helped me. I was up to like a pack a day. You know how much I used to.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And day 2 on it, I went to like a half a pack, and then it was like 4 cigarettes over the course of a day, maybe 4 or 5, like 3, and then eventually it was like 1 cigarette literally took me all day. I'd go out, a couple drags, and be like, yeah, done with that, and then put it douse it, and then I'd light it up a little bit later, take a couple drags. Took me all day to get through the one, and then the next day it was just like it didn't go out.
I wish it would have worked like that for me.
Have your attention, ladies and gentlemen, briefly. We have finally reached 100 bodies in the graveyard. Again, 100 bodies now in the graveyard.
Hey, holla.
That's a lot of bodies.
Calm down. It's not that serious. It's just that any idiot that comes in my chat.
Congrats, man.
Gets banned. Anybody that gets banned is put into the graveyard. So we've got 100 bodies in the graveyard, guys.
Oh, nice. I don't know if I should be
so that's your band yard, huh?
Yeah, dude. You get banned. Can't come back.
I'm sorry.
People,
I thought
people would be acting
So
up.
who's doing something dumb?
I thought you were talking about your chat, man. I thought your chat was the
Nah,
graveyard, man.
Typically it's typically they're bots, but sometimes they are just like randos, and they'll come in and be like, hey, if you don't mind, do me a favor and do this and do that. Like they just basically just come in, try to get you to do some shit. Don't even introduce themselves. Don't even hang out. Try to say hello. They just basically act like bots. They don't act human. You know what I mean? So we ban them.
Let them know.
You know?
Show them what's up. Show them
This
the
will be
house
the
some our way.
fourth invite I've sent you, Nem.
All right. I'm on it.
Speaking of,
Yeah, right.
You never join up.
Uh-huh.
There you go.
Forgot how.
you got to
Sent
push
you
the
another
big
one.
button.
That's it.
There we go. I did it.
One with a P on it.
Yeah.
Got to push the P button.
Gotta
That
push
doesn't make you pee.
the
Oops.
piss button.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
There we go.
Pushed the wrong button.
No, you good. You in here.
I got a wet spot.
Bah, 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 bah.
Gotta clean that up, sir. Come on now. Calm down.
Kitty. Come on, Kitty.
Let's settle that together. You know what I'm saying?
No. Towel.
No, Kenny, I'm not back, Kenny.
Bathroom.
You're not supposed to be
Bathroom!
playing with your girlfriend at the same time, dude. Like, that's... Matt's reaction to that, like, what?
What?
Like, oh, hell no.
About Rosie Plum and the Five Sisters, huh?
With the hairy knuckle.
Ah, shit.
All right, now let's see if we can actually fucking finish this together.
All right, let's see. What is your CR?
Well, last time you bounced right before the queen showed up, and I had to take
260?
her out by myself.
Sir.
You're at
Nothing about me
260?
bounces, you know what I'm saying? Not even if I tried. I was
All right.
269.
So we can actually go into Giants of the Earth.
Bolt of lightning is crazy.
Wait, mission or difficulty not unlocked for all
Do
team
this
members.
one.
What the hell?
Like, fuck you and the game you're playing, and you're out of here.
Recommended combat rating is
It did it to
250.
me last night, too, bro. The storm was crazy, man. We were in the middle of doing some shit. We were talking, having a good time. Talking about Friday the 13th.
Alright, we
Next
may
thing you
have
know,
to...
I was like, yo, what the fuck? I was sitting in black, bro. It was dark.
Crazy.
Do you have a green check mark underneath Priority 1 Rescue?
You got a green check mark on you, priority.
Yep.
What about Priority 1 Extract?
Oh, hold up.
Extract,
Let me see.
yeah, you lost it when you said extract.
Yep, I got a check mark on that.
You
I got a check
green,
mark on the extract.
You got a green check mark on all three of these, huh?
Yep.
For Priority 1. Okay.
We already finished
So-
priority 1.
Why is it not letting me launch mission for Giants in the Earth?
Complete the previous campaign to unlock. That's what it says on mine.
Alright, so...
So what one did you not do?
They all have a green check mark. Maybe you gotta do them all in succession?
Might be.
Nah, I don't think it works.
Shouldn't be, though.
Yeah, once you get it going, you should be able to just pop up back in, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll tell you what.
You can't do one unless you've done the previous ones anyway.
Let's try Extract.
Try the third one.
That's what I'm doing. I'm throwing this into Extract. Priority 1 Extract.
Alright, homie, I got you up on the big screen. Matt left me behind again, guys.
Yeah. I'm getting overrun.
I mean, what else
Yeah,
is new?
See what happens? That's why you never leave your battle buddy, you know?
You're supposed to follow me.
Hey, you can't throw that shit at me.
What's up with that green shit?
I'd stop and ask them, but they get mad when I talk to them, so.
Got that Taurus thing again.
What's that?
Got that green Taurus looking icon again.
Yeah, you got it, or you talking about me?
You do.
Yeah, I do. I'm telling you, dude. I gotta figure out what the hell it is. I signed up for something that never
All right.
deployed. I have no idea what it is.
We're going straight through this.
Oh man, this is a bad idea.
I mean, isn't it though?
No, what I mean is like, have you ever used the bottom right corner of your thumb to move the analog sticks around? Probably not. Did you not catch my story earlier today?
Inbound.
I was saying earlier, I can't tell you what the over or under is on the betting odds, but we had a battle today, Slicer versus Bum. I'll let you decide how it ended.
Oh no shit.
Alpha, handle that shit, bro. I'm getting tired of you.
Sorry about your thumb, bro.
Let him know.
I'm just saying, bro. Like, you ain't standing there to do nothing now but blink. Come on now. Shoot something.
It's Waylon Utani for you.
I mean, I suppose. I did tell you guys that when we first started playing this shit.
Come in
Hey,
front.
I don't trust them.
Me neither, man.
You can run back the vibe.
Yeah.
I said it. I don't trust them.
Look at the history.
I'm just saying, there's a body of work there that says they can't be trusted.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert.
Right.
I don't give a fuck what movie you're watching. They can't be trusted. They always up to something.
Coming left and front.
They're coming behind us.
Yeah, I was. What the? Bruh. He jumped over me to get to you. How rude. I'm standing right here. It'll tell you didn't see me.
Alright, think we're clear. We need to move
Let's
up.
check to see if the hidden cache is down this way.
Ninja roll.
That's right. Call it out.
You.
Gotta call it out.
Have to, otherwise it don't count. It's like it never happened. You know what I mean? If there's no video evidence, it never happened.
Ninja roll.
Ninja roll.
Oh, but Beta, you're in my way.
I learned how to do that in Kung Fu. It was one of the dumbest moments of my life.
Yeah, you were telling us that shit, man. That's fucking fire, dude. I like that.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's
we
not hard.
trained, and Sifu would have a shovel, and he would like swing the shovel down at you. You'd have to like roll under it.
Oh shit.
It's like a community class. It's like super low tech.
Fuck out of here, dude. We ain't doing that shit. Nope.
Making our way downtown. Walking fast.
Walking fast.
Shit, walking tall.
Trailers last
Da-na-na-na-na-na.
or whatever something.
Oh, watch that.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. And I miss you. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Not paying
Oh,
for that.
that song.
Oh, dude, my band-aid stuck to my fucking analog stick, bro. Come on. Oh. That's cool.
Snap, you got Band-Aid?
Bro, look. It's literally stuck in my fucking analog stick right now, bro. That's cruel and unusual punishment.
That sure is.
That shit still hurts, dude. What the fuck? You might as well be pouring lemon in that thing and shaking some salt on it. Like, what the fuck?
Yo.
Ooh.
Ooh. Salt in a wound.
You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Assaultant gets sued.
What's the line? Cut the flesh, assault the wound.
Fucking ninja roll when I didn't want to. Ow, fucker.
You know what though? You can always play a ninja roll off. I don't care where you at. You know what I mean? You could be in the lunch line. You could be at the bank. You know what I mean? Ninja roll. And you don't have to explain shit. They already know.
Watch out.
They're like, damn, you must have seen
Behind you.
something. Glad he's all right. You know.
They're more than just
You
behind me.
imagine rolling
They're
up to
all
the
around me.
store out of nowhere, like ninja roll. You know. Oh,
Yeah.
I didn't do it. Hey, listen, if anybody asks, I was with you guys all night long.
Cat.
Yep. I got you back.
We got a live PD rolling down the road and shit, you know.
Moving in.
And we're live from Richland County. Like, what the fuck? Oh yeah, that's my block, guys. I'm just saying. Like, All of Richland County? Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you know, we out here.
Checking over here for the hidden cache.
That was a gross beta. I hope you wipe.
Nope.
Holy shit.
Not over there. Shit, more coming.
It just went around the corner by himself and was like, I was like, oh, okay.
Squish.
Get him, beta, get him.
We on a bug hunt.
Yeah, we got movement. I got left behind again.
Yep.
The only good bug is a dead bug.
Right there with you.
Hell yeah. Not much to look at when you scrape up the boot heel. Different movie, but it sounds cool, you know?
Yeah, it fits.
Like, at least those bugs you could actually scrape off your boot heel, you know what I mean? You stomp on these, you ain't coming, listen, you come back with a nub.
Yeah, it's
saying.
eating your foot.
Yeah, whatever you stomp, that foot gone. I'm just letting you know that now.
Fucker.
You're gonna have a heel of a good time.
You know what I'm saying? I like it.
Yeah.
Dum-dum-dum and shit. That's great. Oh shit, get off me. Also, I figured
That's
out
what she
how
said.
Matt became Matt the God Wood. You know what I'm saying? He just shoots everything.
Yes.
I'm lucky I'm not shot yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, if it's moving, he shoots.
I mean,
Fudge.
that's the way it's supposed to be, though, ain't it?
Yeah, but I'm trying to help. You know what I'm saying?
It's dead by the time you aim at it.
Well, I'm wrestling this fucking Band-Aid, and as soon as I get it wrapped back tight and make sure I'm loaded and ready to go, this man done wrapped up half the fucking map. You know, I can't complain. Medkit deployed. Using the bottom right corner of my thumb is the oddest behavior, but I'm used to it because, like, unfortunately, I've played games with plenty of cuts on my thumb before.
We're gonna have hostiles coming in.
Down a couple sentry guns.
Static grid.
Hostiles incoming.
You seen hostile? I'll show you hostile.
Gonna be coming across the bridge first.
Shots across the bow, heard?
Starting this.
Yup, go for it. I ain't got shit to offer. I wish I did. I got anti-personnel mines and static grid, so hopefully later. Holy shit.
Jump through this with them.
I'm gonna need a fucking tourniquet for this thumb. This is serious.
Fuck. Coming across the ceiling. Right.
Good.
Holy shit. Where's he at?
Good guy.
Oh shit, my HDMI. Oh no.
What? You can't leave me now.
Hold up.
Wait.
My remote's not working.
Oh shit. That's the worst.
You left me to get my ass kicked.
My HDMI just switched. What batteries are these?
Shit.
Alright, Tyler, we're going to clench your glutes real tight. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you're using pulse
I'm almost
fire,
there.
you know?
Ah!
Just remember to be careful, because this contagiousness could be touching you.
Big guy.
Come on.
Somewhere. There he is. Sit down.
Here we go.
Alright. Going to download the synth data.
Oh, you bastard.
Oh, what? My remote's just not working. I just replaced the batteries. Oh, this is lame.
Fucking hell.
Maybe if I push this. There we go. Alright, I'm back in it.
Going off.
Are you though? Because I'm not seeing you move.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Alright.
Another big
Yeah, that
guy
was sketchy,
coming.
dude.
There he is.
My remote's not working. I gotta get a new remote now. And my, it's
Moving.
weird, my Roku will, like,
Wow,
switch my
he jumped right
HDMI.
past, right over my little ground pound.
I'm opening the door.
Shot, dude.
Fuck you, bitch.
Where are you?
Come on now.
Think we pressed
Going
it.
to the other side. Opening
Took
that
out all my
door.
sentries then. Should heal and grab that health.
Hold on, I want to double check this and make sure that the...
Press down.
Got it. Oh shit. I gotta deploy it though. Fuck.
Wow, this is it's a little crazy. Because you can go two different ways here. Looks like. Maybe not. Alright. I'm not seeing the hidden cache, so going back the other way.
I'll wait for them to show up.
Holy shit, what is that? What are you shooting?
Prowler.
Taking care of all those little guys that were coming.
Good shit. You know what? Double checking down this way. God damn it. Get off me, you bitch. Burster.
Ooh.
Ow, fucker.
Don't come from behind us. I got in front of us. We can handle the ones
Fuck.
from behind.
That motherfucker lit me up. Hold on.
Well, what the hell was that?
There was a bubble up there at the top. I didn't see it until it was too late.
Nope, can't go that way. Nope, can't go that way. This motherfucking bitch. God damn it. Fucking Janet.
Holy shit. Oh man. Fuck out of here, dude.
Oh, there's a lot. There's a big signal. What the hell?
Fucking Janet.
They're on the ceilings. They're on the ceilings, man! Uh-oh.
Fuckers. Get off me, you bitch. Fucker. Alpha, you're supposed to be fucking keeping an eye on our backs, man.
We need ammo.
Yes, we do.
Ah, goddamn, bro.
Bursters.
Yep.
Time you ran ahead without me.
Hidden cash, hidden cash, hidden cash. We need the fucking hidden cash. We also need more ammo.
Ah.
Big fucking signal there.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, we got ammo.
Bastard.
Gotta move it. I don't see him yet.
Fuck.
Tatum, bring your ass, bro.
Fucking hell. Oh, fuck. Don't have any more here. Hold on a second. Get up here. Stay in the circle.
God damn, bro.
I love the core. Getting readings.
Yep. Reading's good. Got him. Let's move.
Down, but I want to go up.
Ventilation shaft.
Ammo.
Ooh.
Fuck, 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 fuck,
Close to
fuck,
hidden
fuck.
cash.
Damn it.
Look it, look it, look it.
Got
Where are they?
behind us.
Big
Alright.
shadow.
Door code got. Leaving.
Putting that work in?
We are leaving. Let's go, Marines. We are leaving.
We are leaving!
Bursters. Good shot, Honecker.
Honecker's putting that work in, you know what I mean?
Right? With a
Should
fucking pistol.
heal and then pick up health. Oh shit, you need to pick up health and then heal.
Alright, cool.
Behind the curve.
Ooh, spicy. I'm the hot stepper.
So, we're safe.
No, we're not safe.
Right. What's your idea of safe?
Oh, we're safe.
Okay,
No,
so
we
this
are
is where the
not
queen
safe.
shows up. So deploy as much shit as we possibly can.
Okay. Oh shit. God damn it.
Behind us.
Yep, got him.
Burster.
Bursters. There's more than one.
There's two. Reload. Patching up.
I'm glad you got a healing kit.
I actually don't. I just said that. I actually don't have a heal kit.
All right.
Oh, the floor is cold.
We are almost out of here.
Oh, the floor is super cold.
Well, yeah, we are in space, dude.
What, you want me to fetch your slippers for you?
Would you, Sarge? That'd be great.
Alright, you got everything down?
Yeah, the best I can, I guess. I mean, I've got some other stuff, but we've already put a lot out, so I'm trying to figure out where else I can put that would be helpful.
Well, we're gonna run it.
Judo roll.
Get it started.
Ninja roll.
Yeah.
Gee, would you, Sarge? That'd be great.
I already got a big guy coming.
With the
All
pistol.
Right. We got a drop ship.
Honeker's over here with the pistol.
Right, that's what I said.
Got some shots on him.
Got the drop ship. Alright, I am activating sentries. Sentry out.
Boom.
Cryo grid going out. Cryo grid going out.
The big guy coming.
Sentry going out. Going up.
Right. Cryo grid going out. Alright. Are we ready to rock?
Yes.
Alright. Sealing HVAC ducts.
There she is.
And they should be coming here shortly.
Last cryo grid. Oh, I was shooting at my drone. You see that?
Yeah, let's not do that.
Fuck you. Gotta heal. Come on, heal.
Back up, bitch.
God damn.
It's gonna blow.
Yo. Fucking back up off me, fuckers.
Alright, press.
God damn, this queen is
Going to
fucking
pressurize
targeting
the
me hard.
hydraulics.
Smells
damn.
your fear.
I'm KIA.
Come on. Fuck.
You killed her babies.
She was pissed about that shit.
It's absolute mayhem in here.
Yeah, that was crazy.
God damn.
Fucking hell. Here we go.
Got deactivate.
All that sit down. That did not
Nice,
help
we got
at
him.
all.
Alright.
I mean, I think it did a little bit. It took the edge off for sure, but
going
that's
to
still
deactivate.
a long fucking round, dude.
Release safety locks.
You returning to base or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
Another one.
Come on. Come close. There we go. Take that.
Fucking cocksucker just destroyed my goddamn...
Oh.
Just destroyed my turret.
Refill.
Just too many enemies.
Let's get it.
Damn it.
Oh, we got a spitter.
Help that queen was targeting me so hardcore. Dude, that did not help.
Yeah, it's pretty savage in there, man. I ain't gonna lie.
Alright.
This shit was pretty rough.
This
moving?
is gonna be fun. No, I'm moving. I'm getting this last little bit of the puzzle.
Alright.
Well, might as well get
Working
to the top
on
and
it.
get a hand for
All clear set.
man, you could lead us off on that.
Fuck. They're coming out of the fucking woodwork now. We gotta go. Gotta go. Get to the back of the bus.
Boom.
Goddamn wall.
Flip and burn in 15.
God damn.
Oh, that was crazy. Had to shoot one more missile off. $155. 2,102.
Yeah.
Return to base.
Return to base. That was insane.
Nice. Sound like a trumpet.
Right? The only horn I got, but I only got one note.
Nice.
Ah, there you are. Cool.
I made it.
Wanted to make sure that you made it.
Fireworks?
In hell.
Thunder.
Great thing about anything not on the racks, I can pull out of cargo for.
Oh, let's see. I got 58,980 credits.
Damn.
Be a bunch of sentry guns.
Just
Ooh.
never spent any, huh?
Damn, you got a lot of shit, bro.
I mean...
Remember, I can see what you're doing now.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, I got you on over here.
Oh, okay.
Because you got to remember, if you can see me on the cam and shit, so I got the monitor for the PS5 right here, and then I got the main monitor where I do everything else right here in the center, and then I got an extra one off to the left that I can use if I need to, and that's where I put you on.
Oh, so you brought up my stream on... Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
So when I tell you I got you on the big screen, yeah.
Nice.
I mean, all I see right now is forehead, but still, I got you.
All you see is forehead.
Yeah, well,
Motherfucker.
small circle and shit.
You got a 5 head.
Motherfucker.
So like, okay, so if y'all look here on the Discord cam, right? No, on the Discord cam. So like, if you look at Talon on the YouTube and shit, all you see is like the circles, and this is it right here. You know.
You should be able to
The
see all of
firehead.
me.
No, I do, but you had leaned forward, so then you know, yeah.
Motherfucker.
I see you, man. I see you.
God damn, bro.
Yeah, you forgot the camera was on. I can see you, bro.
No, I know my I know my camera's on.
Yeah. I seen you now.
Mm-hmm. Ursa.
Let's see the special stock.
See what fell off the back of the power.
Is it special stock or private reserve? You know what I mean?
I mean, it said special stock, so I'm going with that.
Oh, they got a nice mask on too, dude. I like that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, the special stock has the good stuff.
Really? I just buy a bunch of
That's where
sentry
you can
guns.
get like your dances or your emotes,
Your emotes, your decals,
decals,
Yeah, I can go check that
get
out.
your
challenge cards.
customizable outfits.
Whoa.
Hey fan, if you want a tutorial on how to upgrade your shit, go ahead and look at my live stream. I'll help you out.
Word.
Cause I got a bunch of new stuff.
What's the mask under the head accessories?
Hold on. I think it's under appearance.
No. Funny.
What is it under? Yeah, it's under head accessories. Mask, skull.
Alright. Welcome in. Welcome
All right.
Lamar. Appreciate you.
Let me know when you're watching my stream, dude.
There we go.
Alright, so you should see me in my loadout page. It should say M10 auto pistol right now up on my screen where it says inspect weapon and all that stuff.
I see it.
Alright, so if you go to Doc Perks, right, and you bring this up, these little squares right here, you can actually fill up with other shit. Alright, so your modifiers are going to be, your core is going to come up first, and then modifiers are going to be R2, right? So all you have to do is make sure that you have, for instance, I'm going to go ahead and put in Gunner Rifle Mastery right here. See how I have those two slots open right there? See how that turns green when I put it over, right? I can go ahead and put it there. Right? Now, let's say I want to get rid of this, and I want to put something else in there where I have rapid deployment. Now, you notice that I don't have any slots available for it, which is why it shows up red there, right? If I rotate it, I can actually put it in right there.
Hold up.
Yeah.
Right?
My type of talk.
Right? So you can rotate your perks and all that stuff to fit in where you need it to fit in.
Yeah, perky.
Alright? So you notice that made my combat rating jump up to 60. Right?
Perky, putting it in.
So you can do the same thing if you go into your gun slots. Now you'll notice that most of these
gun slots.
Would you shut up, Matt? If you notice, these all have the same combat rating, right? Combat rating of 20. So those will increase your combat rating by 20. right?
Mm-hmm.
If you go into the magazine, you can do the same thing there, right?
Go into that magazine.
Shut up, dude. And then your muzzle can do the same thing as well. I'm trying to teach your brother something, all right?
Exactly. Rule number 1: don't be shooting with blanks. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And you can actually change out your gun,
Go in for
and
that.
that'll actually change your combat rating as well. Because the more experience you have on your gun, the more
Yep.
the higher your combat rating is going to be.
Exactly. Like I put a muzzle on it, and it upgraded my combat rating.
That's fucked up, man. You don't have the
But it was the
mag.
only thing I had available.
This story
So like
goes
I
back
used
like
up what I had available.
Yeah, I like that drum magazine because it increases my magazine count.
Mm-hmm. Capacity.
Yup. So I keep that
You
on,
got to go in the magazine.
right? And your combat stems and stuff like that, you can go into there as well. And then you can actually insert that. So you can only carry 3 of those magazines at a time. 3 of those. So, keep those there, right? And then you can rename and all that stuff. So, I mean, really, it's just a matter of, you know, what you have available. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. Makes hella sense.
Alright, so I'm getting some fire rounds. I'm gonna grab a couple sentry guns. Pardon the incendiary sentries. If you got any other ideas, Matt, let me know.
I want to pick up a couple incendiary sentry gun. Really.
I got a couple of those.
Alright. Well, I am going to smoke a cigarette.
Ordnance.
First, I want to check to see if we can go into Giants in the Earth yet. God damn, no!
I was only able to buy one.
Mission or difficulty not unlocked for all team members. What the fuck?
Basically, do better is what it's telling you.
Hey, didn't you both just finish the previous one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, mine says complete the previous campaign to unlock.
The fuck is wrong with your game?
Dude, for real. What difficulty
I
do
don't
you
know.
got it set on?
Well, I think the easiest.
Casual?
I think so.
Alright, we
It's
may
on
have to
settings,
play
right?
through all 3 in succession just to make sure that you get done. And see if we can't get you into the next mission. Into the next campaign. Because this is bullshit.
Right.
This is bullshit.
I have
But,
a whole messload of credits, but according to I, well, I
so,
had a whole bunch of credits. Where the hell did they all go?
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh.
I'm gonna go smoke a
Right.
cigarette.
Hold on. Oh, yeah.
Peace.
I got an incendiary, one incendiary. All I can do.
Nice.
That's kind of weird.
Well, no, I had purchased some perks that I didn't own, so that I owned all the perks. Realize how much I
Any
spent.
recommendations? I haven't bought any perks in a long time.
I own them all, so I can just go in and kit however I want.
Oh, okay. Well, that's smart.
Ooh.
Oh,
Rolling off 3 hours of sleep, y'all.
all in the microphone.
Wondering if maybe I should go make myself a cup of coffee. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going
Coffee.
to brew myself a cup of coffee real quick.
What kind of
Hey,
coffee?
hey, real quick before you go, what
Kind
are
of coffee
the
you
actual
drinking?
charges?
What? Okay, so I'll get to the question of what type of coffee in just a second. What was the question now?
I'm trying to read this here and understand it, but I'm just going stupid, I guess. Anyways, reactive charges, core perk, demolisher only, getting hit by a melee attack triggers a concussive blast, knocking back nearby enemies. This can occur once every 30 seconds.
Yeah, so basically, if you have that perk equipped, if you get hit by a Xeno, like if it runs up to you and hits you, once every 30 seconds, when a Xeno hits you, it'll create a concussive blast that will blow them away. Kind of like, you know,
Oh,
how
I
the
like
one
it.
thing where you can stomp and do the thing to move everybody back?
Yep.
Kind of like that, but it's kind of built in as a perk.
Dude, I like that though. I went ahead and bought it. There was only 2 perks I could buy as demo, so I went ahead and got him because I own the other
Well,
one already.
yeah, uh,
Well, that's perk
so,
kits. My bad. Perk kits, not perk
yeah,
universal. Now I'm looking at
Universal.
universal.
Yeah, that's,
Oh, those are
yeah,
the ones you were talking about. You bought all of them.
yeah. So I own all of the perk kits also. So I own all of the ones for the class specific perks, but I also own all of the universal ones. Some of them are really good.
Yeah, quick charge would help. That's for sure. I just saw that one.
Jackpot
Increases the
is a
recharge speed by 22%.
yep. Your weapon is instantly reload. Jackpot. Your weapon is instantly reloaded after killing any foe above fodder
Oh
rank.
man, force multiplier 4
Nice.
increases the damage of an ability by 22%. I'm loving that.
Yep.
Ooh, that'd be sick with my rockets.
Bro, damn, how did I miss these? Increases the radius of an ability by 22%. Because, yo, I depend on my abilities heavy. You know, obviously, like,
Ooh,
you
the
know,
concussion blast.
those I always
Yeah,
use to help create space. So if I got to reload or something real quick, then I'll fucking drop the base. Or if I got a big nasty coming in, I'll fucking squash the bug with the shoulder blasters and shit. Like,
right.
Mm-hmm.
I use them
I
as two
usually use
basics.
those in succession when a big bad comes in. I'll
Yeah.
do the
Mm-hmm.
concussive blast, knock them to their ass, and then I'll hit them with the rockets
Well, the problem
immediately
with
after.
that is it works, but the problem
Yes.
is you gotta
That's
let
the
them
old
get
one too.
close. I don't necessarily
Yep.
let them get
It's
close.
sketchy.
I like to use that concussive blast for all the little small minions that like to run up on you real quick and shit. So I
Oh
fucking
yeah,
drop the
right,
base on those and then shoulder missile the fucking big guys.
Yeah, it's
right.
nice because you can get like 5 of them at once.
Yep.
Right.
The little ones.
Especially if they're spaced together and you target it right,
Mm-hmm.
you can nail them down.
Bam. Yep.
Now you're gonna
Oof.
come up here and you're gonna disturb exactly what I'm doing.
Animal.
Yes.
Yep.
Damn, it almost makes me want to buy all of them too, man. And I'll be like,
Huh?
I'll have probably like 2 or 3 grand in credits left
Yeah.
over.
No, it was my wife. Well, I'm sorry. What?
I said I could probably get them now and go ahead and get them, but like I'd only have like 2 or 3 grand in credits after that.
Yeah, I got them, and I was only at.
This is some super
I
perks.
only had like 500 credits after I was done.
Yeah.
I didn't realize I had spent as much as I did.
I used all my credits for sentry guns.
Still a lot of weapons I don't own also. But all right, I'm gonna see if I can go smoke a cigarette. Or what?
I say what?
No, not that. Brew a cup of
No.
coffee.
Yeah, there we go. The other C word.
That's what I wanted to do. So yeah, I have a Keurig. So it's really just a
Nice.
pod.
Cool.
And
Okay.
right now it's
One at a time.
McDonald's coffee. Yeah, it's just a cup at a time. So I think
Yep.
it's McCafe
Nice.
All right. Given the choice, who
coffee
would you
made
pick?
I
French
got a
vanilla creamer.
Extended
okay.
duration or hold
I got
still?
an espresso, little coffee mate, $50 little espresso thing.
Those are like
Do
the
a couple
last two.
shots.
Those are like the last two that I got. So which one do you think would help us out more, hold still or extended duration?
Not hold still. Hold still. Hold still. You talking about the Kirk?
Yeah.
Hold still only really helps you. It increases your damage if somebody's grappling.
Right.
So if for instance I got grappled by a prowler and shooting the prowler, it would have increased damage against the prowler. But we're not running up against prowlers at all in this mission
Right.
whatsoever.
So we're probably better off with the extended duration. Then. So I'm gonna grab that.
Yeah.
Alright, so now I gotta figure out why I need to rearrange my perks so that those are gonna help me out for this round. Because that's basically what I'm doing is trying to like help myself out, you know.
Yep. All right. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get a cup of coffee.
Nice. Ugh. Oh yeah, dude. Hunter, Kittler, killer of killers.
Well,
Yep.
it'll be about time to get into it here in a minute.
Yeah, I was quite pleased.
Oh yeah, dude, it was really good. Really, really good. Forgot where I gotta go for my fucking loadout ready.
While everybody's taking a break, I'm gonna hit the bathroom real quick.
Load up.
I'll be back.
Oh, there we go. Wrong place entirely.
Alright, I'm back.
Damn, did it brew it that fast, or now you're waiting for it to brew?
Oh, I already got it.
Oh shit, that was quick.
Keurig. Look up.
Hell yeah. Hook that up, lemon and snick it.
Chia. I'm back. See a firm, big thumbs up in the chat. Oh yeah.
Yeah, he can't see that, but you know, it's there. It's
That's
there.
true. That's true.
You know, it's definitely there.
Hell yeah. Gotta
Yeah, I
turn the
just
volume down
realized
of the
that
stream.
the way I have my perks set up for my demolisher is basically I have the demolisher. I don't really have anything being the blast wave. Um, Most of my stuff is boosting micro rockets.
Okay.
And I do have a boost to the clear the room, where when clear the room also increases ability damage.
Yeah, I like that one.
Clear the room, so active. Training an ability grants one stack of clear the room and an additional stack for each hit. Stack increases gun damage by 2.5% and lasts for 15 seconds. When new stacks are gained, previous stacks automatically expire. So, like when I hit the blast wave, activates clear the room. Hey, I just
Yeah.
saw a different camera.
Yeah, I'm working on something. Hold on. Keep doing your thing.
So when I activate the blast wave, it activates clear the room, so that when I hit my rockets afterwards, that damage is boosted. Or I have the force multiplier 4 attached to micro rockets to increase the damage by 22%. Loud and clear, which increases the damage dealt by 20%, and causes it to generate an additional stack of clear the room. I got Fire and Forget, which micro rockets now debilitates enemies, causes them to take 25% more damage from area-based attacks, and bleed for 8% of their total life over 8 seconds. And Bigger and Better, which increases the radius of the attached ability by 40. So they hit for a bigger range and more damage. That's
I like more damage. Yeah, the blast wave and the micro rockets. It's like my go-to. 1-2.
you must have Rampage equipped.
Alright, I'm back.
Is that what it is? Rampage?
Yeah, I'd be willing to bet Rampage. Nam,
Yo,
on your perks, do you have Rampage equipped?
hold on. How do I get to those?
If you go to your loadout,
Right?
go to underneath where your weapons are, where it says Demolisher perks. I'll bring up your perk layout.
Oh, yep, I see it. Okay.
You have in one of your in any of your slots, do you have Rampage selected and on this on your in your perks in a perk slot?
To answer your question, no. Two, I need to
What?
turn my camera off on stream so that I can see my perk listings. Like 4 of them are covered up right now. So give me one quick second. I can do that easy.
Sweet gaming chair.
All right. Next
For
up.
who?
You.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, dude. Well, it looks like a something.
It's an Atrix. It's GameStop.
And which one were you asking about?
Okay.
Rampage?
Okay.
Rampage.
I do, and that's the bull.
That's what I'm saying. You have that equipped?
Yep.
That's why you got the bowl on there. That's where the icon
Yeah.
is coming from.
Yeah, I gotta
Because
get
you
rid of
have that equipped, and so every time you kill an enemy, it's getting a stack on that. That's why that number goes up. At
Right.
25, once you get 25, then your fire rate reloads greatly increased, but your stability is decreased.
Yeah, it takes too long to get that shit going, man. I gotta do something else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Gotta shake it up.
Hold on for a second. I gotta change audio too, looks like.
There's a strong wind blowing
How
through
in
this
the hell?
apartment.
I would switch Rampage for a reactive charge or something.
Real quick though, does anybody have their music volume? Like, do you actually use it in the game?
I mean,
I should turn it down. I was thinking about that when we hopped in that game, that I should turn my game volume down and the music for the game, like, basically off.
That's what I did with mine. Like, I turned my music off, but I'm still hearing music somehow. So I wasn't sure. I thought it was coming from me.
yeah, I'm going to turn my music all the way down.
Yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't have to be off, but just down a little bit would help for sure. I don't know,
Hey,
dude. I
so
think it's still mine somehow. I'm not sure.
the music and the sound effects and stuff in this game are super loud.
They are, and that's the whole thing. Cause I love that.
It's nice. Yeah, it's nice. Yeah, it gets
It's
intense.
a
It's
little
supposed to
loud.
be intense.
No, for sure, for sure. All right. So, anyways, more importantly, back to what Matt was talking about. I gotta get back to where I was. All right.
Alright, so do we want to actually kick off the reason why we're here tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. I'm just trying to catch up with what Matt was saying about replacing that rampage with something else.
I gotcha.
Let's see. Oh, I guess I gotta do it over here. I can't just.
I got those muzzles.
So what's your CR now?
Let's see. That's still 269.
Still 269. All right.
I didn't go up at all from that last mission.
Apparently not. And we still can't. So yeah, we're gonna have to do priority 1 like back to back. So that's kind of what's gonna suck. All right.
Word.
Unless I join up on you and see what happens.
So I want to try that.
Yeah. So give me an invite. I just kicked you.
Okay.
Just go to team.
Yep.
Find my
Go
name.
down to challenge here.
Send me my invite. There we go.
Alrighty. Sorry.
No, you're good. I'm trying to see which one I got.
So I would replace, if you have Rampage on there, I would replace that with reactive charges if you have that one. You liked that one.
Alright, there we go. I joined up
Smaller
on you.
too, so I mean, depending on how you jigsaw it, you might be able to get even more. I actually have one empty slot on mine.
Yeah, I don't even know where reactive chargers are at, dude. I'm looking though.
It's under miscellaneous core perks under 4.
Oh, okay.
So I'm going to let you go ahead and choose which one we want to do.
We'll start with the first one.
That's fine with me.
Let's go 1, 2, 3.
Yep. Hopefully this will change here.
All right.
I don't want to be on for too long though.
Yeah, I'm so beat. I got 3 hours of sleep, and it was not together. It was 1 hour on the couch and 2 hours on the bed.
So I'll tell you what. When we start the deep dive, we'll start with you.
Nice. I still got it in me though. I'll stick it out.
Yeah, don't be a wuss.
Right? Yeah, I got
Wuss.
this. I've been through worse. I'm a cook. I put in some hours at a time. You know, I know how to stay up.
Still got some youth.
Got that fire in me.
That hangover highway. You a
I get
pro on
loopy when I've
hangover.
got the hangover.
Pro
I
on the
hardly ever
hangover
drink, so
highway.
like I'm a lightweight, so I'll have like a couple shots, and I'll get a hangover from that. I just realized I forgot to load up some sentry guns.
Oops.
Man, I'm just yeah, man. Just kind of just bumbling my way through this.
Hey, I get it.
So funny. I feel like an
First
old
time I
person playing
played-
these video games these days.
First time I played, I was bumbling my way through, so you know. It happens. Ninja roll.
Ninja roll. Where's that hidden cache?
I keep doing it accidentally while we're playing, though. That's the...
With the ninja roll?
Yeah. I'll be shooting, and all of a sudden I'll just ninja roll, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Get that panic finger going. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean...
Twitchy finger?
No, it just, because it's my R3 button, I have... How about it now, Matt? I have a habit of hitting. I have a habit of hitting that R3 button at the most inopportune times.
Oh, me too.
Yeah, pushing down the joysticks. That's easy to do. When you're moving around, you accidentally give the joystick too much gumption.
Like you really need it, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, you just like,
ugh.
really
You'd be like
Especially when
shooting
playing
and then all of a sudden you
Borderlands.
do a little melee.
Exactly, yeah, that fucking...
For real.
that
Oh, the
fucking-
melee.
Oh, no.
bows and shit.
Especially
Call of
when
Duty
playing
always messed me up.
Borderlands.
Like, why do I melee? Why did I melee?
Like, no, I meleeed. 40 kill run, and I'd meleeed at the end and died. Lost my kill streak.
Yeah, Borderlands was... I'm known for hitting it on Borderlands like that, though.
That's a game I still haven't played.
It's an awesome game.
There's so many games, man. I was skateboarding, like playing music and stuff. Like most of like a big chunk of my life, I didn't play video games. It's not because I didn't want to. It's because I didn't own a system. Got a PS2, and I still would bust out San Andreas every now and then. That was about it.
Motherfucker just ran
But when I
down
was
the
a kid, I
hallway.
played video games like all day. Like computer games.
Mm-hmm.
Quake.
Oh, shit. When I was younger, as soon as I got off work, I would start playing video games.
Yeah.
Should be right here.
Ceiling.
Way more than I expected.
Oh shit. Guess I don't have room for it. Oh, okay.
Don't you
Yeah,
have room for it?
I gotta lose something because I want to be able to put in the quick charge to increase the speed.
Nice.
Hey, on the deck, Honeker's PD.
I just chose like recharge speed and power over the radius,
There you go.
but I do need to drop one, I guess, to make it happen so it'll be able to fit. Like, there's just
Make
no
a
way around it,
sacrifice.
really. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out which one I gotta do because most of my perks work pretty damn good right now. Just I do need to choose
Hidden
which one of
cash right
those.
here.
Sloppy work. Guess Honeker went this way.
Charitable glow. I'm cutting.
Ninja roll.
Damn it. Got ammo.
Get an idea how to track down Honeker. Searching this whole barge would take too long.
Movement. Damn it.
Huh.
Gotta keep an eye on the left, too. Burster coming left. Got him. Two of them.
Nice.
Got him.
Oh shit! Damn it! I fucked something up, I guess. My combat.
Got
rating
more incoming.
went to 160. I don't feel like that's right.
Yeah, that's definitely not right.
Release the lock.
Releasing locks.
I don't know what to do, dude. I took out that rampage and I put that
Well, we already find the hidden cache, so we good.
reactive charges in its place. I don't know.
Spitter.
I can see your screen. I don't think those have that much of a difference to your combat.
I'm initiating data transfer. Fuck.
Maybe I just need to redo the overhaul. The whole thing,
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? I
got
don't know.
away.
Don't worry, it'll be back.
Technically, I guess the reactive charges is one less combat rating, or 5 less combat rating.
See, told you it'd be back, fucker.
One is
Technically,
Oh,
reactive
I have a
charges
cooldown.
is a 5 less combat rating. So it would reduce your combat rating. So right now, well, okay, hold on. Right now, my combat rating, my perks for the perks is 160. My
Got
overall
him.
combat rating is 710 though.
Nice. Damn.
oh okay yeah overall it's 682. My
Let's
bad.
move.
Listen.
I was just looking at it wrong. My fault.
Ah, shit.
It's trying to tell me I got new equipment, but I don't know. Oh.
Keeping it moving.
While Lister reviews the data, you can get the power up. Dynamo room's just ahead.
Coming from behind. Got him.
So
Nice.
close to level 25.
Hear that?
About 5,000 XP from it. Well, 4,500 XP away from level 25. Think. Ah, damn.
Coming from behind
Its
us.
prestige reward is at 30.
Gonna make noise, vibration, heat,
I want that one on
they'll catch it.
Alright.
50.
Be ready for
Ammo.
when you switch on.
Mm-hmm.
Patching up.
Patching up.
Really got to be
Grabbing
playing
another
up there though.
healing kit. And grabbing the crate. Good to go. Alright. Now, let me see. Yeah.
Realize how much XP you got to max out to get the max prestige in this game?
A lot.
6,400,000.
Fucking
What?
lord.
Good lord, bro, that's crazy. Who has that
I'm
time?
at.
I don't
I'm
know.
at. I'm at. I'm at 545,522.
Hostiles incoming.
You gotta get how many
You
million?
gotta really grind the hell out of this game, dude. I
Right?
mean, really grind it.
I got
'Cause,
eyes left.
Sounds like they just
I
kind of
mean,
set it up to
I
an
got eyes right.
unattainable goal.
to be fair though, they do have that new mode where you can gain XP with the never-ending waves.
Oh, okay, I see
Well,
that.
yeah.
So
Very much like zombies.
yeah.
Finished injecting lubricant. Feeds just connected.
Fish in a barrel. Big one.
Yep. On my side.
Just about to kick power to the mains.
Come on. Bring it here.
Almost got him. Almost got him. Almost got him. Got him.
Yeah.
Nice.
We'll send a follow-up engineering team. Best fix proper.
Refilling the ammo. You don't even need to heal, so I'm going to use this. And I'm going to grab the other A kit.
Okay.
Alright.
I
you
still got a
ready?
med kit.
Go back in.
Oh, you
Try
fucker.
it again.
Alright, move.
Check those corners.
Remember, they're going to be coming every single direction. More from the left, or right rather. Front. And left. Fuck. Spitter. Nice. Got him down. He's coming left. More from the front.
Ninja roll.
Alright, let's go.
Ninja roll.
Get off a beta, bitch.
Reload.
Shit. Thank you.
Take that.
More coming from rear. Nope.
Sounded like it.
Alright.
Ammo.
Ammo. The fuck off me, bitches.
Going to use this excessive force calling card. Weapons have 3 times the chance to stumble an enemy.
Perfect. I'm down.
Spitter. Get off a beta. Burster. Couple of them.
Got him. Juicy. Hope there's the last one.
Alright. Continuing on.
Honecker. Honecker, where are you?
Ninja roll.
Honecker. Honecker. Ninja roll.
Ninja roll.
Ninja roll. Ninja roll down the stairs.
Oh, those are fun.
Ninja roll backwards.
What? Oh. Splat.
Yep. That's what we heard, splat.
Especially if you're afraid to let your cheeks like touch the seat, you know what I mean? That's all you gonna hear. Splat, splash, and all that, you know.
Sound like stirring mac and cheese.
We are going to continue. What the fuck was that?
What?
Yeah.
You heard
It doesn't sound like that to y'all?
We got crates over here.
Wow, what a visual on that. That was crazy.
You got crates over there? What? Like when they zoom in on the dog's butt, but then they switch it over to the ice cream machine, you know?
Oh
Yes.
man, that's nasty.
What?
Yeah,
I
me,
love
myself,
ice
and
cream.
Irene.
What are you talking about?
That's me, myself, and Irene right there.
Right. You know what I'm talking
Oh
about.
yeah, epic scene, dude. When he's dumping on that neighbor's lawn.
Hostiles incoming.
I feel like that was done in more than one movie.
Oh yeah, it's a trope
It's crazy.
for
Already
sure.
we're off topic here. It's wild.
We wander. We're wanderers.
You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm a wanderer. Yeah, I'm a
Okay,
wanderer.
not all that wander are lost. Okay. Whoa.
Boom.
Nice.
Again, the floor is squishy. I don't like.
Well
it.
timed.
I'd almost okay.
Yeah.
Hot take. What do you prefer? The floor is squishy or the floor is lava?
Ooh. See?
You almost want to answer. And you're like, hold on.
Squishy.
He's like, fuck it. I'm going for it. It's squishy.
I think I'll go squishy on that one.
And just because I like being the oddball.
Can't walk on lava.
You're right. You can't walk on lava.
I mean, technically, you're not walking on squishy either. You know what I mean?
You're kind of bouncing
you're kind
on
of floating on it.
You're kind of bouncing on it.
Floating on it.
At least it's not detrimental to your health.
Yeah, either way, you're victimized. I don't give a shit. Like.
Well, I mean, you could be up to your knees in the squishy floor, or up to your knees, and then eventually your neck in lava.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Well, lava does escalate pretty quickly.
I'm just
if there's
saying,
water on it.
Like Lake Placid, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know. Grandma didn't make
Yeah.
it. Like, bro, when she mans up and just jumps out of that boat to drag them to shore, the worst.
Behind us.
What's the name of that one? You know what I'm talking about? It's got like Pierce Brosnan in it and fucking some other people.
Dante's Peak.
That's it. Yep, that's a good one. That one snuck
Come
me.
here.
I didn't expect it to be like
What's
what
up?
it was. It was good.
That came out around the same time as Tommy Lee Jones' Volcano.
Yeah.
Got you. Get him.
They were like competing.
Right.
You know how that happens sometimes.
It's crazy,
the same
dude.
type come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Still got 32 seconds to go.
Who are you swiping at? I don't think so.
Swipe or no swiping?
Hey, Dora. Got the map?
The map. The map. I mean, I got a map. I don't know if it's the map.
You know what I'm saying?
Back.
Are we good?
Oh, shit.
We good?
I think so, yep.
Cool. Oh, take that.
Yay.
Oh.
Hey, I ranked up. Thank God. Oh, shit. You actually beat me in kills that time.
Wait a minute.
Come on.
I did. Wow. What did it say? 187? Oh, 183.
183?
That was close. 4 more kills.
183.
Oh, what the fuck?
187 on the motherfucking car.
Cool. Maybe I... So continue campaign.
Murder was the case that they gave me. I went back to return to base.
You did?
Yes.
Okay.
Probably what's fucking you up.
Because I kind of want to get this discussion started for what we're actually here for tonight.
Well, what we're really actually here for tonight is to hang out and have a good time with each other. So
that is true.
Yeah, jeez.
That is true. But it's also a deep dive, so I kind of want to get into it.
Somebody's excited because they watch TV. I like it.
Yeah. I watched something. Let me talk about it.
I mean, it was good. I'm not even gonna lie, it was good.
Yeah, I liked it. I liked it a lot.
But I have written some things down, because you know.
Oh, see.
It's me.
That's why he's so excited. I came prepared.
I came prepared.
We all remember the first time we studied for a test. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm ready to go. I'm up since like 6 a.m. I'm gonna ace this shit. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Besides, I mean, honestly, this is stuff that has been bothering me since I started watching this franchise. Like straight up.
It's like it's been bothering me.
Oh, we got some issues.
Oh, we got some issues.
Where'd you go?
You need a subscription for these issues, god damn it.
Oh, people who never had magazines will never get that. No. I remember getting magazines at the library.
Shit. I remember having to have a subscription for every fucking thing, dude.
For real?
Yeah. One of my favorite subscriptions to have was Heavy Metal magazine.
Yeah. Metal Hammer.
Word Up magazine.
It's heavy deep.
Nah, I could see Matt getting into.
You had a subscription to Tiger Beat. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh,
You know what Tiger Beat is.
Beat.
That's the funny part.
Yeah, High Life, yep.
I was like, wow.
Thrasher.
High Life was the shit, though.
I had a subscription to Thrasher for a while.
That and Fangoria.
Ooh. I looked through all my brother's old magazines.
That I actually did have.
A stash of them.
Does anybody have any back issues right now?
I do not, but I do have some
currently.
back issues of Heavy Metal.
The ones you left at the house, they're still there.
I don't know.
Yeah, there's Fangorias, because I looked through them.
I'll break them out before we get out of here.
I looked through them.
Yeah,
There's a bunch.
Louis Royo, my
Had a
all-time
whole-
favorite
I had a bunch of
fantasy
them.
artist. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, I got a little box with some in them.
Yeah, Fangoria's dope.
I don't know if
remember,
like
man, I don't like really live at the time. I didn't really live in like in a horror-friendly household. You know what I mean? So I had to keep them
shoot.
shits like nudie mags.
My
You know what I'm
battery's
saying?
on
Right?
dead.
Fucking
On the
bad.
down low.
Like,
Yep. That's like the devil.
Bro, I left the comic
I'm
book.
gonna lose my
To
camera.
this day, it's the only comic that I wish I had never left anywhere.
Oh, damn.
And I accidentally left the fucking comic book at somebody's house, and they threw that shit out, bro. Like, that's how it was back then, bro. Like, they just, fuck that shit. That's trash. Throw that rag away. Pow.
Yeah, that's it's rubbish.
But for reference,
Shouldn't be consuming that.
It was a horror comic book, you know what I'm saying? So they were like,
It's evil.
yeah.
This is
It's
what
gonna
I'm
cast
talking
a
about
spell
now.
on our family.
Now, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Right here.
Bro, I watched the movie like a million fucking times. Trust me, I know about the magazine.
That
Nobody
is
ever
my
got me
shit
any.
right
Nobody
there.
got me any,
Let me see.
so-
Yep, there it is. Oh, Heavy Metal. What a sick animation, huh? The Heavy Metal movie.
Look, that whole movie was it was an anthology. It wasn't even a movie. It was more like an animated anthology. It was awesome, but it all kind of went together, right?
Thus making it a movie.
Mm-hmm.
An anthology film. That's a movie.
Yeah.
Plenty of those. Creep Show.
Kind of like
Creep
what
Show's
we're
not a movie, it's an anthology.
kind
Yeah,
of like
it's
what
still a
we're
Melting
movie.
scene.
kind of like what we're going to be talking about tonight.
Cat's Eye. Yeah, Killer of Killers is anthology.
It is an
Yep.
anthology, but it
Gotcha.
all ties together at the end.
The Oucha.
Yeah.
It's sick. I really like the communication that's like between the two different languages, or the three different languages.
3 different languages.
But there was 2 specifically, the Japanese and the Norse. They like kind of like there was this moment where they had this bond, and they kind of understood each other, and like she sees him as his or her son, right?
kind of a
Yeah.
little bit.
Oh no, I absolutely think there
She
was
sees
that
them
moment.
both.
If like, if you don't
Yeah,
mind me
exactly.
asking,
She's
you're
like,
gonna answer that. Yeah, she does, because she says the line. She's like, now both my boys will be able to get
mm-hmm.
like you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, dude,
Yep.
like she's dude, she's fucking Mama
Big
Kratos. You
mama.
know what I'm saying? Like
She's big
Yeah,
mama.
man.
Literally, Mama Bear.
Mama
Mm-hmm.
Kratos, bro. She ready. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For real.
This
Yeah,
is
that was
this
good,
this is
man.
what happens, man. Like,
and I think also like there's kind of like this misnomer about like how badass she really is, because the reality is like she uh she had to lead an entire group of people. You know what I'm saying? She was the leader. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
right.
Mm-hmm.
And as a shield maiden, that's pretty much unfucking heard of.
Right?
I mean,
He was badass. Oh, for real.
if you actually follow Norse mythology and stuff like that, shield maidens usually stayed in the background. You know, they didn't really lead too many skirmishes.
yeah, I was gonna say if you want to expand on that, bro, by all means. You know what I'm saying? Like
You know, in Norse mythology, the women were more childbearers and you know, very much those you know stay at home mom type. You know what I'm saying?
I'm on the big guy.
But
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like for a woman, for a shield maiden to
Coming
actually
through.
literally come out with two shields and fucking like just killing motherfuckers, like that was amazing.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. I was sick with it.
absolutely.
It was sick with it.
And
Yeah,
I
man.
really think that's what got the Yancha's attention, was the fact that she was coming out just with shields
Another
and
big guy.
you know knocking people to fuck, you know, cutting heads off and shit like that with her shields.
Mm-hmm.
Where'd he go? Hey, sit down, fucker.
Through the shield, like they where they were broken. Like she's using the broken part.
Yup, like
Resourceful.
decapitating motherfuckers. Like that was some shit. I mean, you know, to see where
Another
she
one.
started and then you know went up from there. Like her whole life was built on revenge.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
you know that was like her like
Entire goal.
that was her entire goal. And
Oh
then
shit, dude. Seriously?
when the Yancha,
Thank you.
Yowcha.
Yautja,
why do
yeah,
you keep saying Yamcha? There's no
'cause-
N.
shut up. The Yautja, you know, when the Yautja
Yamcha. Hey, Yamcha. That
started.
sounds like something you order at a restaurant. I'd like some of the
Yum.
Dragon
Yamcha,
Ball
the
Z, bro.
steamed Yamcha.
Everybody
Oh,
loves
you're making me hungry.
Dragon Ball Z, bro. You don't know Yamcha, bro?
Oh man, you're making me hungry over here. No, just kidding.
Hey, make
I
sure I
really
get a
love the
side of
Predator
dumplings
movies.
with
You know
that.
those Yamchas?
Make sure I get a side of dumplings with that.
Yes. Well, I have dumplings in the freezer. Oh yeah. Cook them up with
Yautja.
some soy sauce and some sesame oil.
But you know,
Spiciness.
again,
All right, we'll move forward.
ever since the beginning of the franchise, like I've had questions, right?
Yeah, like how to say Yamcha.
Oh, shut up. We didn't realize what the freaking predators' names were, like the actual alien species was until like a few movies ago.
I don't know about all that, but you know, I hear you.
That kind of came out a long time ago when the comics and the books came out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they just
but
don't, you know.
how many people actually read the comics and the books?
Hey,
Quite a
that's
few.
them problem.
The true OGs.
You know, I haven't read any of the comics or the books.
Yeah, but I still do. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen,
I've seen some comics.
cut it out.
I actually used to have Predator #1, first printing.
God damn.
That's sick.
That was what, 1992? 93?
Something like that. Yep.
Damn.
Now one of the questions that I have are the books and the comics actual canon.
A lot of the stuff that came from the books, yeah. It's as much canon as the films, really. They're all individual tales.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's the origin of the canon, right? It's the first source material.
Well, the first source material was the movie starring Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was
Okay. It
that
did
was
start with the movie.
that was the original source material.
Yep. Yep, because it started with the movie, and then it went
Then
And
to
then and then
others.
it
Jean-Claude Van
evolved.
Damme was a lobster-looking predator.
Yeah.
Was,
That's so
the
funny.
original design was
A
stupid.
little whack. It was whack. What were they thinking?
But
Someone was on drugs.
I'll be honest with you, man. There's a few things that I think that give the Yautja a.
You're being very careful with it now.
I am being very careful with it. There's a few things that give the Yautja a very, I would say, advantage
Mm-hmm.
in the hunt, because I mean they are a species of hunters, right? So there's some things that give them that advantage, and sometimes I feel like it's an unfair advantage.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because I mean the optical camo, you can't see them unless they're injured. You can't really
Alright,
track them unless they're injured.
real quick before we get too far into it, just a heads up, guys. Those of you that not me and Matt, if you look into the Discord right now, you should see an option where it says "Watch Stream."
I mean, I see Nemesis Mar live.
Right, and does it give you an option where it says "Watch Stream"?
Yep.
Click on that. It's not going to change anything. It's just going to give you a window to watch while we're talking.
Okay, I'm clicking on it. I'm not seeing nothing.
Not yet.
There we go.
I closed the door.
Now you see it.
Warriors screaming. Grunts, exclaims. All grunting. I
Ooh,
see
grunting.
that.
But it's just a black screen though.
It's just a black screen with some words popping up every once in a
Damn, I
while.
don't know why it's doing that. Alright, I'll figure it out. I'm just trying new shit while we're in here hanging out.
Yep, I got you.
Give it a go. Give it a whirl.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like.
What's the harm in that?
I mean, I'm here to help you out, brother.
Yeah, I appreciate it. I just need another set of eyes. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I have no problem being the guinea pig.
Did we already find the hidden cache?
I told you I was
think
hungry.
We did, but it was up here last time we found it. It felt like, oh shit, too far ahead. My bad. Anyways, it was in a
There we go.
staircase like
Drop
right here.
the ceiling.
It was like right here or something. Whoa.
I can't remember if we found it earlier in the map this time.
All right, that's fair. Yeah, I'm not sure.
It's the
I can't remember
staircase.
if we already
So I
found it
did
this
get
go
some
around.
I did get some new shit. Painkiller
Guess there's one way
station.
for me to find out.
Suppression station.
Yes, we did.
Ooh, I am definitely putting that in there. Charitable glow. Combat stims
wrong
now
way.
also improve Doc's damage by 15%. Take that.
Going back the way we came. Son of a bitch.
I'm fried from the lake. I went to the lake yesterday. Whew, I'm fried.
Ooh,
Like a
I'll
fish
take
fillet.
that too. Can I use it though? There we go. Okay.
I have a whistle snout.
All right,
I
how about
don't
now?
need
How
short
about now,
control
Talon?
burst.
You see commercials?
I
and shit?
see a commercial.
All right, hopefully it'll come back straight when it comes back. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure that shit out.
I got you. I got you, man.
Intermittently, because like obviously I'm playing the game with Matt and shit right
Oh
now.
yeah,
But
yeah, I
fuck,
got you. I got you. I
motherfuckers falling
understand.
on the goddamn ceiling. Holy shit.
You know.
Whoa!
Nice.
Cut it out, guy. What the fuck? That's fire, Bo. You throwing fire. Oh,
Fuck it. I'm putting this in here too.
right, that shit went right back to black. What the fuck?
Yep, it went
I
right
gotta,
back
I
to
gotta,
black.
I gotta talk. I gotta talk to Batman about this shit. Find out what the fuck.
Man,
Cause that shit was working fine the other day when I was doing it.
it went
I don't know now.
it pulled a Johnny Cash on us.
A ring of fire?
Yeah. Nah, the man in black. Come on,
Oh,
dude.
I thought he made you hurt.
Aha.
Oh, hey, I'm here all night.
Shit.
Been running for a long time. Running for a
For a
long
long time.
I
Sooner or
got
later,
a
it's gonna
new
cut you
emote.
down.
time. Later.
I got a new emote. Let's see, what did I get?
Such a good tune, man. That whole album.
Touchdown.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm good. Attachment.
Today is
I
30 days?
got a new barrel.
Today is exactly 30 days without a cigarette.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Wifey wishes I could do that.
Yeah, if you put your mind to it.
Dude,
Get the right support.
I get nasty when I don't have nicotine. That's my
Trust me,
problem.
so do I, dude. But I'm telling you right now, with the Chantix, that takes away the
I've
physical
used, that's the
withdrawal.
thing. I've used Chantix and it still did not fucking work.
When? How long ago?
It's been like 4 years, but still.
That was probably before they reformulated.
I mean, I can always use my
Oh shit.
benefits for it. Maybe
Oh,
give it a try. Give it another go. But I will be right back, gentlemen. How's
since you're
tomorrow?
gonna go smoke.
Yes, I am. You brought it up. You bring it up, I must do. I will see you in a minute.
Word. We'll be here.
The hardest part, honestly, is the
I used to drop down and do push-ups when I wanted to smoke. Get like a dopamine from working out real quick. Just do some push-ups. Get through it. Like right there on the line in the kitchen, I quit smoking and I would just drop down. I'd be like, getting all
I
pissed,
think
and I drop down and do push-ups. Just push right through it.
his whole thing with I did Chantix and it didn't work is like, no, dude, it doesn't. You can still smoke while on Chantix. It's just your desire is going to go down further and
Right.
further.
Mm-hmm.
In all honesty, if you want to smoke and you don't have unless you constantly cater to your own mental, no physical desire,
Mm-hmm.
curbs that.
Right. But you gotta want it. You gotta will it.
So, to a degree, you do got to will it. The queen again.
So you think you can stop me and spit in my eye? Bow. Queen.
So, is I'm going to create a wall of center back here.
I have a 1/1 with death touch.
Heal my health. Get this health.
What am I gonna eat?
Ass.
Yeah, that'll fill me up. It's got refills. Yep.
Okay. Literally have 5 sentry guns down that way.
Nice. I just like the bare bones sentry gun over like the other sentry guns. Like the other ones, like I feel like they're definitely stronger. Like the incendiary ones, the electric ones, right?
The incendiary ones are really. The electricity ones are really good against them.
Yeah.
Playing any more sentries?
Just you can buy more of the basic ones. Just have more guns. A few good guns or like 20 alright guns.
Ready? I don't want my sentry guns to run out by the time it shows up.
Yeah, go.
Back up to my sentries.
Cheer.
Then come to me.
It's the wind in here. The sword. That's the grenade launcher. In
The
space,
little
no
guy
one.
with
Wait.
control.
In space, no one can hear you.
There she comes. She is. There she is. There she is.
There she goes again. She's dancing neath the starry sky. Talon's over here looking like the Winter Soldier.
Jesus Christ, that hurt a lot. I gotta get more ammo. I gotta heal. Gotta heal too.
That'd be a sick perk if you could like drop an ammo box.
Fuck me. Oh damn, I'm down. Ooh, thank you.
Yep.
That brute's got to go.
Oh no, dude! No, 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 no.
Oh shit! I missed.
Sounds heavy.
Fucking queen sucks assholes.
It's not a lie. It's so true.
Sounds like you know from experience.
It's just what I've heard from repeated sources.
Yes.
Nothing I can confirm or deny. Just oh no.
Jesus Christ! I'm almost down to. Love you too.
Not gonna name any names, but you know.
100 seconds. Come on, Alpha, do your job, dude. Come on, Alpha, where are you, bro?
He is named Alpha.
100 seconds. Alpha, do your Alpha shit.
Number
There you
one.
go, bro. There you
All
go,
right,
bro.
I
Let's
am
go.
back.
Let's go.
Yow.
Flash you with my shoulder
On.
missiles, dog.
All
There
right.
she goes.
Yeah, get
Got it.
wrecked, bitch. Cry about it. Alpha. Cry about it.
This is weird, the delay. It's like seeing into the future.
Yeah.
Bro, she got a hairy back and shit. That's wild.
Who got a hairy back?
You'll see it when you get there.
So, Harry, it's easy to slide down a hardwood floor.
I mean, I don't know about all that, but still.
So we got
Without
commercials
squeaking.
right now, Nim.
What's that?
So we got commercials right now.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why it's only showing that, though, and not what I'm trying to show everybody else in the chat, so that's weird.
Yep, just gained 20,000 XP
That's going to be like
for that.
That's going to be a Batman question.
Wow. 30,000?
20,000, almost 21.
20 G's.
So,
Level 25 now.
Yeah,
20 large.
dropping it back to the base.
optical camo. Yautja are so.
My dog real quick. Be right back.
That was pretty intense.
Hell yeah. This game is sick.
It
I like
is.
this
I-
game.
it's
I
a
don't
lot
play
of
it
fun.
enough.
It is a lot of fun, and the replayability on it is nice because you know when you start getting really good at it, like at the casual level, then you can increase your level,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
increase the difficulty.
Yep.
Shit, you get to the
Yeah, increase the difficulty.
Once you get into the upper levels, you
Once
can't
you get-
rerun with
it-
alpha or beta.
once you get into insane, dude, you're like that. Like your guns deal full damage to teammates, enemies deal even more damage and have even more health. Enemy
Whoa. Friendly
grapple
fire.
attacks
like
can
friendly fire
kill.
is turned on. Yeah.
Some foes have instantly lethal grapples. You have only seconds to save a downed teammate, and each can be revived just once.
Whoa.
Synthetic teammates are not recommended. Yeah. That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over.
What's that for?
That's the insane difficulty level.
Oh shit! Yeah, you gotta have. You gotta have.
Nerves of steel.
Well, not only
You gotta
that,
have
but
a
you gotta
full
have
squad.
battle light and shit. Yeah.
A united squad.
Yeah,
We're
that
talking
shit's
like somebody who's been in the field.
Cock Glock ready to rock. You know what I mean?
right.
We got knives, sharp sticks.
Just want to make sure the commander was worth time, sir.
So I actually have some stuff written down here. I don't know.
Sure,
Sure.
man.
Yeah,
You
was
beat
locked
Pathogen.
in, dude.
Fan,
Nice.
I do not know if you want to go ahead
So
and
that was
do your...
that was the final stage of Pathogen.
That's
So-
wild.
No
Go ahead and do
shit.
what?
That's a big old bitch.
So not
What-
only did you beat the game, but you beat the DLC.
Nice.
On which difficulty
That's
level?
crazy, though, man. That's a big old bitch.
Yeah,
DLC.
because this queen you actually had to fight, not run
Right.
from.
Right.
Huh.
Beast. What a cool DLC.
was actually
alternate
like
ending.
the first time that I got to see her like descend from the top of the level too. I always miss that part. I just see her big ass feet and shit. I'm like,
Oh
damn.
yeah, no, she comes climbing down and then jumps down on the ground.
Yeah, she got
No, I
full
Boom.
think
pro landing and everything, dude.
I
I
tell you
don't.
what,
Mm-hmm.
having all those sentries did help because it mitigated the little guys for a long
A
time.
good minute, yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, I even threw down some extra ones, and I held back too because I thought, obviously, you don't have time for it, but I thought maybe I'd have time to deploy a few more if those ran out. So I held back like on 3 of them. You know what I'm saying?
I think Cold
And to
Iron
a
could
degree,
have.
sometimes you do because I think when you actually got booted off and I had to take her out myself, I ended up laying down a couple in the middle of the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You
I
needed the
I
cover.
think Cold Iron could have developed this a little bit more though, like giving us a couple of more DLCs to this. I think they could have done a
Still
little bit
can,
more.
right?
I mean, it's been out since 2020, dude.
Yeah. It's 5 years old.
You know what I'm saying? They probably going on to other projects and stuff, and I get that.
True.
You know,
Right? That would make more sense. Write him a letter.
what I'd like to see is like an Aliens Isolation, but co-op,
I don't
where
know how that would work because
where
the whole point of
everybody's.
isolation was the terror.
And you were
It's kind of
isolated.
in the name. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Yeah, it is really in the name. It really is
what I'm
literally.
saying is trying to get everybody out of the
Wow,
game.
I just realized we dabbled on the topic that we were going to be talking about tonight, and we completely shifted away from it pretty quickly.
Yeah, we gotta not do that, guys.
We're good at that.
Well, to be fair, we did end up beating the pathogen queen, so
Well, you
so
and
that kind
you
of
and
that kind
them
of
wound up
drifted us
beating the
away
cap.
from it.
Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah,
You,
that drifted both of us away from it.
you and them beat the pathogen queen, so you know.
So
I'm
killer
still
killers.
trying to
I
get there.
mean, to me
Yeah,
overall,
same.
all right. To me overall, on a scale of 1 to 5 stars, I give Killer of Killers. I give it a 4 out of 5.
Nice.
As far as like the Predator franchise itself is concerned, in the film franchise, I actually do place it around the middle of the pack. Um, with obviously the original Predator being my favorite of
Mm-hmm.
the bunch.
Yeah.
And I personally I absolutely love Predator 2. I found that movie amazing, and Prey is also amazing. So I would put uh, it's tough between Predator 2 and Prey as far as like who would get second place. So second/third place goes to Predator 2 and Prey, and then Killer of Killers, and then Predators, and then The Predator would be last on the list, I suppose. Not that it was bad. I actually really enjoyed it, but
Look what it's
uh,
competing with.
it's got tough competition. Tough competition. Um, but I guess the strength of Killer of Killers was really uh, with showcasing. I mean, how long has it been since fans have been clamoring? I want to see a predator versus a samurai or a ninja. How long have people? I want to see predator against the such and such.
Mm-hmm.
That's been happening for a long time, and now we actually got to see it. I'll tell you where they stumbled. Okay, so they won on a lot of fronts in Killer of Killers.
Oh yeah.
The stumble for me was the World War II. In
Mm-hmm.
reality, um, although it was really super dope that Michael Biehn has now joined the club, the illustrious club that Lance Henriksen and Bill Paxton uh, are in, which are people that were killed by a predator, Terminator, and an alien.
Hell yeah.
So I think that that's pretty dope that Michael Biehn has now officially entered that conversation, even though it was just him doing a voice in Killer of Killers. It still counts in my book. So I think
Excellent
that
part,
that's
by the
dope.
way.
I just think that what they did for the American storyline, I wasn't really nearly as excited about as as I was. I enjoyed the Norse and the ninja. You know, the Viking and the ninja. I enjoyed those far more. I mean, don't get me wrong. The when it was World War II, the whole concept of the ship and the hooks and that was pretty dope. But I think that character, I wasn't really feeling that particular character that much.
Now, see, I feel the
Maybe
opposite
that was
way.
just me.
No.
Yeah, I
I
feel
was
I
like
feel the
his whole
opposite way
thing
about
was
that.
I can fly.
It's more playful.
Yeah.
I feel the opposite way about that particular segment because of the fact that it showed Yautja technology. And
That's showcased on all three.
not necessarily. I mean, if you don't get me wrong, the optical camo and the infrared or the thermal optics and stuff like that that's shown in pretty much everything, right?
Yes.
Um, the
And in
those
the
are
first one, he has that sonic emitter, and he has the the second one. He has that chain, and he can shoot frickin' bombs.
yeah.
And he's got the spear that
I
opens
just
up.
I just like the fact that it actually showed that third one, the World War II, showed their flight technology,
He showed combat
which
flight. Yeah,
which has never really been seen before.
agreed. Agreed. That's why I say that particular segment in World War II, that I liked. It was the character that that I wasn't really excited about. Like when it entered the final wraparound, he was my least favorite of the three. It's like, okay, if we can get into a plane, he can make it go. Outside of that, he's fucking useless.
I mean, I suppose, but in a way that's kind of harsh because I mean, like compared to what's the other option? Stay on the planet and die, or get
I
on the ship
mean,
and fucking go? I think.
but
Well,
at the
no,
same
yeah,
time,
no,
he
it
was also
makes
kind of
it makes
trying to
sense
hold
that they
everybody
had his
together.
character there for that reason
Exactly,
as
but
a
there's
plot point.
not only
But
that, but it's an underlining character trait for him as an American. I think a lot of people got convoluted in the fact that, like, listen. So I've heard a couple other deep dives just because I was curious about names and plot points and shit, making sure I wasn't going crazy thinking about certain shit. There's been a lot of people nitpicking about the nationality of this guy, which is pointless. The point is
I
he's an
don't care about that.
American, right? The point is he's American, so you got to have that point of interest that you can relate to, right? But it's just also
Yeah,
ironic that a majority of this story is moved forward, right, without
Like
one
underdog.
single, without one actual word of English uttered until we get to the World War II story, right?
Yep.
Then what's on the forefront of that is okay, you got air warfare, but you also have a tumultuous time in the war that's going on right now. So nobody really sees skin color. They just see that we're all human, right? And we're all equal. And we all have to
we're all on the
and
same
get
side,
and
and
get a
we're
dog in
going
the
up against
fight.
the other side. Yeah,
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I really love how they championed that narrative. I thought that was really awesome in terms of the way they were building through their plot points. But there was portions of the movie where plot armor was deployed. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Please continue. I just thought it was interesting to touch on that because like a lot of people were throwing shade on that part and the fact that they didn't like he's the only character that you get the chance to hear talk. Like why are we complaining? Not you guys, but in general, like why are we complaining that this guy actually has dialogue? You know what I mean?
That you don't have to fucking read.
Right. Like, and even to the point where I've heard people complain about the fact that like he just never wouldn't shut up, even when nobody was talking to him. Like he was still just talking to himself. Like, well, because that's like the American way in a sense. Like we're always kind of like talking ourselves through some shit. We're always building our own narrative, right? And so it's like, how else would you expect them to forward the story? You just sat through 3/4 of a movie that had no fucking dialogue for you. You had to watch it all through action, and they did it well. You know what
Well,
I
that's
mean?
the other
Yep.
thing too.
So
It's almost like a talk to me goose moment. You
in a
know.
way, absolutely. But that's the whole thing. Without that, though, you don't get that because what it is that's calling back to the moment where he had the conversation with his father. And for those that don't understand that continuity, you looked at that
Yeah.
whole moment and you scoffed at it like, oh, here we go again. It's got two guys just arguing over cars and shit. How's it got anything to do with Predator? It doesn't. It's telling you a life lesson. And then when he was in the shit, he had to do the same thing that his dad did in that fucking front seat of that car when he's in that plane, and
Yep.
that's fly by the seat of his
Yeah, he had
fucking
to.
ass. He had to
Well,
feel it to know it.
he had to feel every turn of the engine. That I get. I get all of that. I got that totally, 100%.
Right.
Nor do I have any issue with anything in regards to that. It was an American story with an American character. Period.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
You know, um, set in World War II. Although I did find it weird. Why, if the Predator, if a Yautja was coming during World War II, why did they go to that particular area instead of like,
Well,
The front lines.
the front lines?
now you're asking a bigger question, right?
But I mean,
Because maybe it
I mean,
builds towards
The
a bigger
dogfight's
plot
pretty heavy
point.
stuff.
I
yeah,
mean,
It
again,
builds
it's
towards a
it.
larger plot point though in narrative than just
yeah,
location, right? So the war is the bigger picture on the Earth forefront, right? But if you're outside coming in and you're seeing all these people at war, at a battle, you're going to pinpoint in on a place where you think, like you're just looking for action and you're looking for the best of the best because that's what you want to go up
Mm-hmm.
against. You know what I'm saying?
The most deft.
So what I'm thinking about is a lot of the narrative I think is a misnomer because they're constantly like they immediately like, oh look we got this Mexican kid he's flying a plane like, okay, I hear you, right? You're on the right path, but you're completely daft because what you have to realize is they gave you a plot point in the fact that they're in Florida right now, right? What's the
Mm-hmm.
closest Latin-speaking country to Florida?
Cuba.
Cuba.
So he's probably Cuban, right? Now I haven't
probably.
actually looked back on Torres to know whether it's more of a Mexican name or a Cuban name or even a Spanish name. I'm not sure. I didn't look into it. It just seemed to make more sense to me that they were
Mm-hmm.
probably Cuban. That's how they got to Florida. Now we're getting into is there a base in the ocean off the coast of Florida? Because the ship sure as fuck didn't seem to have a problem navigating in and out of water. Spoiler alert. Like
Right.
that was no fucking problem for him. You know what I'm saying? So my point is like we don't know where they came from in terms of like where they're holding up on Earth. They could have came from anywhere. Obviously, what they wanted was a dogfight because that's where the action was. But like
At that
you're
point in
talking about a
time.
planet. You're talking about a planet
Mm-hmm.
at war right now. So the battle is really anywhere. I think it's just an
Right.
entry point of contention to think the fact that like not necessarily Florida is just that like it's off the coast. You know what I mean? It's the closest landmass that they're going to reach coming to the Americas overall, or at the very best North America. You know what I
Did I
mean?
miss something? I know that he was born in Florida. Like when he
Right,
was younger, before he was drafted, he was in Florida.
right.
But my interpretation of where they were was in the Pacific.
South Pacific. Yeah.
That's once he was deployed.
Yeah.
Right. So that would be more on the western, the western, off the western coast of the U.S.
Correct. So
is where that
Or the
actually
eastern
took
Off
place.
coast
the
of
Western
Japan.
Front.
logistically, it's very, very interesting. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, what I'm driving at is a deeper narrative. That I think that they're building for plot points here, and I haven't even gotten into my notes yet. I'm just simply saying like there's some shit going on there for sure. And I think it's got a lot more to do than we realize right now, and that's okay. That's a good thing. I don't want to know every single plot point
I
going
mean,
after
they left
going,
it
man, I know
wide
exactly what they're gonna do
open.
next. Like I still want to be guessing. You know what I mean?
The thing is, they left it wide open for a second one, so it's
Well, what they really did is they set up Prey 2.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, that too.
They
Yeah,
really set up Prey 2.
In
Yeah, they
Badlands.
dwelled on that one. I was
But you
looking
gotta,
at
you
the
Yeah.
gotta
interfaces,
understand,
trying
like
to make
they're
out what else
also
was in there.
they're also probably using this as a bridge to Badlands. Also, you know what I'm saying? Like
it
Well,
could
especially
be.
since
Yeah,
it's the same director, he's working on both
to be
simultaneously. He was
fair,
working on both
right? To be
simultaneously.
fair, we need to go ahead and before anybody else tries to take credit for it, we need to just go ahead and give this man his flowers, right? Like if anybody would be the unexpected hero that we didn't know we needed to build the bridge to all of this, is Dan Trachtenberg. Like nobody wanted him to have anything to do with this series just as bad as they didn't want to give Neil Blomkamp a shot. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Hmm.
you got to give these guys a chance to fucking cook. I mean, you start looking at what we got here. We were patient and we waited because we knew there was going to be something there. We weren't automatically shitting on it right out of the gate. So yeah,
Hmm.
like now we kind of like get to have that little, told you so type moment, and just, but we're going to do it from a place where we're appreciating it and talking about, how awesome it is.
Right.
the one thing that struck me
Right?
as odd, I should say. I
Okay.
mean, it's the only thing that kind of it's the only word that kind of comes to mind is that in every scenario, except for the dogfight, the person going up against the predator kind of got lucky
But don't they all?
with the way that with the way that they killed the predator.
But don't they all?
Yeah,
It
Yeah, that's
requires it
every
requires
single.
and I don't even want to be generous with this, but it very much requires 75% skill, 25% luck. If Dutch would have never figured out what the mud would help him do with thermals and shit,
yep,
bruh,
Dutch was done.
dead man.
Hmm.
D
yep.
don't stand for Dutch. D stands for dead.
And that's the thing, like
Danny Glover. If
that's
he hadn't
what
figured out
gives
what the fucking blade would have done and killed him on the ship with it, you know what I'm saying?
that's
It's a
what
wrap, son.
gives
Like,
that gives
listen,
that's what gives the Yautja a very very
Yamcha.
Yautja.
this is what I'll say, dude. This is what I'll say to that. Because you're not wrong. You're on the right track here. You know what I mean? But when it
I'm not
comes
gonna let you live that down.
when it
Yep.
comes to this portion, dude, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of these scenarios boil down to one quote from part two. You know what I believe? Shit happens.
Hmm.
Eyeballs.
Literally, dude. Literally. But let's talk about it.
What an epic scene.
He was one of my favorite characters for like side characters that was like a throwaway
King
I
character.
Willie.
mean,
I love King
seriously,
Willie, yeah.
the only thing that really helps any of these protagonists or the heroes of these stories is
I mean, I think we've seen the end of the movie. We know there's no helping them, but go ahead.
if the predator that they are fighting gets injured. That's the only thing that really helps because of that bright acid green blood. They can track. They can track that. And
I've
that's
heard the term used, copper-based blood, for the predators. Does anybody know anything about that? Can you expand on that?
I can't say that I really know. No.
Yeah, I
copper
don't know if that.
based,
Yeah, I
I
don't
know
know if that's a
it's
fan thing or
bioluminescent. It's
right,
bioluminescent.
right,
but
correct.
So
copper does turn a green color when exposed to oxidization. Yeah,
Oxidation, right?
yeah.
And it's
right. So I
oxygen.
mean, to a degree, I could get behind that theory. Um,
somebody
but
would have
there's
created
also
it.
a
Might need to go look that up.
bioluminescence to it
There is a
as well. So
bioluminescence, and that's
Correct.
what that's honestly what helps them track, and at least until they are able to patch it up or anything like that. But
Or they turn their camo off
well,
but I mean,
when they're close to you.
but the thing is, like, if they have a
so you're
chance to, they could still kill you after they're mortally wounded. Like they proved that in the first one.
yeah. So I maybe my brain flipped a switch somewhere in the midst of where you were going with that. But I believe what you were saying is once they're injured, then it's a wrap.
Well, that's just because their code is they won't leave anything behind, right? So they're going to destroy evidence of everything, and if that means they're taking you with them, well, then that's just a bonus.
But that I'm just saying that to me that theory doesn't. If I'm understanding this correctly, it's not
No,
computing.
it's
It's
literally
not
the
washing.
only way. It's the only way that any of our heroes, so to speak, would have a way to track them.
Well,
Is because of
yeah,
their blood. That's it. That's the
that's
only.
with
That's their
any
only
that's with any
weakness.
predator.
But that's their only weakness. If you think about it,
I don't
that
know
is
about
their
that.
only
I
weakness,
don't know
To,
unless
that.
to play
unless it's
devil's advocate,
stupidity.
I would say to play devil's advocate though, really quickly, I would say the only other weakness that comes to mind that they have is that absolute need
Over
for the hunt.
overconfidence.
Yeah, for the hunt, exactly.
Well,
Mm-hmm.
if you
But
think
that's
about
also
it,
what they're synonymous for being duped over is the fact that they're so confident they're going to win that they forget, how like the reason they're hunting humans is because they have that tenacity, that knack for the unexpected to be a formidable opponent. Almost always outclassed, outmatched, outsized, all of that, but still they find a way because nature finds a way.
but
I don't
here's
know
the
if they
thing
have
too.
any you know analogies that equate in their language for that type of uh, you know scenario, but at the same time, like that's what keeps them hunting us. Like we're the only other rival up till now, unless they tell us different. We're the only other species that rivals the xenomorph in terms of like what they choose to hunt on a regular basis.
Yeah,
That's the case they're making right now, anyways.
yeah.
True,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but if you look at history, if you actually look at history, right? The Yautja are very more
Gotcha.
they're very much more technologically advanced than we are, right?
But that's because they've been around longer than we
I
have, right?
I get that. I get that.
Yep.
But
No, you
if
go
you
ahead.
look
I'm with you.
but if you look at history, the more technologically advanced species is going to win over the less technologically advanced, regardless of who it is, where it is, how it is, right?
Ah, so no. Let me halt you for a moment because we can speak to a couple times in real world history where the more technologically advanced did not win. All we have to do is look at Vietnam to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And I can speak to that, with my military training as
Yeah,
well, because
yeah.
I was stationed in the midst of, in the middle of Fort Irwin, or at Fort Irwin, in the middle of the Mojave Desert in California, at the National Training Center, and they legit would bring in the newest, biggest, baddest technology to take on the Op 4, which the opposing forces, that was those that were stationed at the base, with our old antiquated equipment. So it was far more technologically advanced, but guess who won all the time? The home field advantage
Well, yeah, there is that.
won every single time. Doesn't matter now. Were more casualties taken when the technology got raised? Sure, but just because you took more wounds doesn't mean you still lost the fight.
And
So
by the way, Matt,
Mm.
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Yep. 250 years, man.
But yeah, so no, I would say that I do have to rebuke that sentiment that just because you're more technologically advanced immediately means that you're going to win
No,
99.9% out of 100 times.
I get that, and there are those one-offs, but most of the time, the
Not one-offs. That's what I'm saying. It's not a 99.9 out of 100. No, it is far more of an even playing field if depending on the innovation of the less technologically advanced. So here's
which
another way to
again
look at it.
brings up my point
Here's
that
another way to look at it.
they had luck.
Well, no, here's another way to look at it. Okay, you've seen John Carpenter's The Thing, right?
Yeah.
Have you seen the prequel?
I don't think I have.
The Thing.
I don't think I have.
Okay, well, let's do.
Spoiler alert.
I'm trying to think of another analogy.
Metaphor.
So, the special effects in The Thing were practical.
Okay.
Cost less money, so it's less technologically advanced than the CGI that they used.
Okay.
But which one's better?
Well,
Because
obviously I haven't seen
less, because less technology breeds more innovation.
Oh yeah. I mean, look at the Matrix.
More technology breeds overconfidence.
I get that.
Which is why the human race is looked at as such a competition to the Yacha, is because we consistently find a way to be innovative and win, even though by their thought process we're more technologically advanced. We are bred to hunt. We are bred to fight. We are the best of the best, and we go there, and for some odd reason, we keep getting our asses kicked. What the fuck? So it's because the human species is an extremely adaptable, innovative species, and even though we may have less, doesn't necessarily mean we can't find ways to have more. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
I would say it's not one-offs.
if you think about the first Predator, right? The very first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger, like he resorted to booby traps, basically guerrilla warfare, booby traps, freaking bow and arrow, that kind of shit. But he was able to hide basically from the Predator and gain the upper hand.
Yeah. There was an element of luck with him finding the mud.
Yeah.
And exactly how that and it gave him kind of more of an understanding. I think the biggest advantage and the luck really falls into, not knowing the enemy.
Well, yeah.
And finding something that gives you some insight onto how the enemy is working.
But that's the thing. Throughout the entirety, the entire beginning of the movies, when they're using the optical camo and stuff like that, and they have no idea what the hell is hunting them, or what is going on, like that's when the Predator, that's when the Yautja has an actual true advantage. Number one, because of the optical camo and the thermal optics, that it incorporates, but also because of it has that extra it has that extra
Well,
technology.
the unseen enemy that is not known to be there is always going to have the advantage regardless. So, I mean, that's true of snipers. That's true of of a leopard in a tree. That's gonna have the advantage if you don't fucking know it's there.
Yeah.
I don't
You know
want
what I
nothing to
mean?
do with no leopards in the
But
tree.
once it starts killing, that's when you kind of got to be like, okay, what the hell is going on? What is
Right,
hunting us? You
right.
know?
And the thing is, with the difference between a sniper all of a sudden taking someone out. Oh shit! Somebody just got shot. We've got an idea of what's going on because it's familiar. Leopard jumps out of a tree, mauls a person, goes back up into another tree. We see the body, and it's all torn to shreds. Oh shit! There might be a leopard in the area or some type of big cat.
Yeah.
We know what we need to be looking for. The thing with the
Yeah.
biggest thing with the predator is that we have really no familiarity with it. That's the only really advantage.
Yeah.
That's the only thing, is that we lack the familiarity with that. But the more they come and the more the human species compiles information, no matter how hidden or not available to the public, we'll say, because I'm sure there's files from Dutch, I'm sure there's files from Mike Harrigan
Oh yeah.
But
that are
look, I mean,
somewhere.
even you're not wrong. But even with basics, like, listen, we don't know much about fucking sharks, right? But we ain't in the water fucking with them like that. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like, it's still kind of the same connotation. Like, and then of course you're gonna have those people though that are like out there swimming with them. So I mean, you
Studying.
gotta get reference from those that have experience.
Yep. So, and then as that information's compiled, the advantage becomes less and less.
So, a couple of quick notes I want to go over to kind of further this conversation in the territory of what we're talking about here. Obviously, from this point on, we're going to be getting into spoiler territory for those that have not seen Killer of Killers. I'm not sure what you're waiting on other than a day off, but get your ass in
Right.
front of a TV and check out Killer of Killers on Hulu now. It's already up for shit 2 weeks or a week now. I think are we at a
A
week
little
on
over a
almost
week,
a week?
yeah.
A little
Yeah.
over a week. And if you haven't watched Prey, watch that too.
That's kind of important. So here's my thing, dude. So Dan Trachtenberg was quoted as saying that Torres was in stasis for a while, but that he specifically did not attach any type of timeline to it on purpose, right? So, with that being said, we're talking about the advent of the cryo sleep and how I think that was very clever plot armor deployed, and I love that though. I think it was done in a really smart way. So it basically just leads to a series of questions that are all pretty much the same narrative, right? So we're talking about how long has well, you can't just say Torres, but all of them. How long have they really been out for and been captured? You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Because they're not necessarily hanging their hat on the fact that they're time traveling because they're not. Now they've
Right.
been
No.
traveling for some time, but not time travelers, right? So the immediate questions are like, there's a lot of them, but the basic ones are going to be like, where are we in time? How far in the future are we exactly?
Yep.
And are we talking about like Predator's future timeline, or are we talking about right into Badlands timeline? And furthermore, does that necessarily mean to say that Badlands comes before or after Predators, or vice versa? Like, it's an interesting place where we are right now. We're not really tackling the hill of time travel, which is fucking great. I'm glad we're not. I think that'd be the one thing that would completely tear the franchise apart. Would be trying to figure out how the Predators had time for fucking time travel. Like, I just don't.
Well, here's how we
You
can
know,
kind of pinpoint it to a degree.
I get it. It's like they're advanced,
Okay,
they're old, they've been
there's a
around for a
way we
while,
can
and they travel. Like,
there there's a way we can narrow it down. There's a way we can narrow it down pretty easily.
my
This
point
happens
is,
before this happens before Predator 2
right?
because that pistol was handed to Mike Harrigan
Correct.
at the end
But
of Predator 2. So,
but
and that pistol was still in the possession of the Predators during this film.
Right. So all of this heavily suggests that he's still on the ship, along with Naru, and pretty much
Who?
any
Who
other.
still?
What do you mean who?
Talking about Harrigan?
And Dutch and Naru,
I don't
all
think
of them,
Dutch. I don't
It's
think Dutch
entirely
is in there.
possible.
dude.
Like you couldn't see the faces of the other cryo
We're not
chambers.
Here's the thing, though. I don't
Because
think
let's
Dutch
get
was
into
in
who's
there.
in the fucking cryos, bro. Let's get into that, okay? I know that they zoomed in on Naru again. Spoiler alert. You didn't fucking know. Naru's in a fucking cryo chamber, bro. She got caught. She got. When the
Yeah.
ship came back in the credits of Prey 2, if you didn't notice the credits, the ship came back because they picking motherfuckers up. So you see them do this with Torres, right? So again, just inferring, not necessarily saying that it is, but if it does, let's go down this rabbit hole, right? Because we're already late for a very important date. Naru on the ship. Is it Harrigan or Harrison?
Harrigan.
Thank you.
G.
Harrigan. I think he's on the ship, right? We absolutely saw a shadow that could very much be Dutch on the
Mm-hmm.
fucking ship, right? Did anybody else happen to notice, though, the other large, ominous shadow also in a cryo chamber?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure it was Her Majesty herself on the way to the temple in Antarctica. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I think that's the queen right there. You know what I'm saying?
Huh.
And whether it infers that she's the same one that was under the fucking temple in Antarctica, or it's from another one and they're like mass producing them, I don't fucking know. Who knows what they do? For all we know, they're just running a prison on the fucking ship. You know what I'm saying? And they got them in cryo and shit. But we also know from AVP lore that they kept her cryo underground, and then when it was time, they turned the fucking heat on and had her start dropping the eggs. You know what I'm saying? To start the trials. So
Right.
like, this stuff does piece together. Dan's done a great fucking job. Let's see what else I had in there. So yeah, that was my main driving narrative. It's like once you pinpoint, you don't even have to pinpoint down a timeline to know. Okay, they've been around for a while. That's the bottom line. They
Well,
got
if we
everybody that they want, and they can do
if
whatever they want at any time that they want. And the only other final quote that I have that I've heard is Trachtenberg basically said the scene we see at the very end when they're all fighting in the Coliseum and shit. He basically referred to it as Earth Night at the Coliseum, kind of inferring that like at any point in time they can go and grab 10 of Earth's mightiest heroes and drop them in the fucking Coliseum and be like, all right, let's
right,
see what Earth's
or
doing.
it could also mean that okay, we've got Earth Night, we've got Alien Night, we've
LV
got
426 night, Earth
we
night,
got
yeah,
LV four
yeah,
two six
exactly,
night, or just so on and so
right.
forth. For whatever species that they have captured over the course of time. Um, but to go back to the earlier sentiment, if we are surmising that Harrigan is on the ship, like they came
Possibly.
back after the elder gave him the pistol and they
Mm-hmm.
left.
They came
We're
back and got him,
saying
bro.
that
He didn't
they
go
came
nowhere.
back and got
Yeah,
if we're saying that
I think they snatched
that
him.
they came back and got him,
Oh yeah.
then the timeline is there. The timeline is completely open. We have no idea. There's no way to even
I think maybe
remotely pinpoint what the
so. I think
timeline is.
obviously there's a lot going on with the story in Badlands that we don't know about yet. Like
Oh,
this is where they're going to
obviously.
level the playing field in terms of like, I really think we deserve like in the most non-presumptuous way, respectfully. I do think we deserve a proper deep dive into who they really are in terms of their culture, their people, everything. Like what really drives them beyond the hunt, right? Because I think there's some weird socio-political ideologies that we're not aware of just yet that are very much coming to a head with the very tribal instincts that actually drive them from a day-to-day basis, right? So like maybe it pushes the envelope of the more they conquer, the more socio-political they become. Anyways, all of this is pushed by greed because I feel like there's going to be a narrative that comes through here where it's like, it wasn't so much that they were going and just planet killing, you know what I mean? Where it's like somebody got greedy at some point. You know what I
No,
mean?
I just
And so I think that's where we're going to get an insight on to some certain degree, where maybe one individual is trying to overthrow another. Because, like, look, how's it always go, right? You get power, but then that power is not good enough, so you want more, right? So I think maybe that's something we might be able to see, possibly.
well, the thing I
Because to
got
kind of delve
from
into like who they are as a people would really be interesting.
the thing I got from Killer of Killers is that they are a species that loves to hunt. Male, female, doesn't matter. Kid,
Well, we really can't
adolescents,
say
whatever.
just yet about female, but we do hope that that reigns true.
But the thing is, like,
Like, who
you
knows? Maybe they're
saw
stronger and more powerful and faster than the males. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know
you
any of
you
that yet.
saw you saw the chieftain basically. It would, for lack of a better word, you saw the chieftain saying that the winner is going to face me as the
Oh, you're talking
ultimate.
about the Grendel King. Gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah, yeah. The winner is going to face them as because he is the ultimate, power in that facility, right? So,
Yeah, he's the biggest one.
well, he's the biggest one because he's beaten everybody. That's the
Yeah.
thing. So it's very
Baddest.
it's very much like it's very much so in their hierarchy, right? Going on their first hunt or whatever, like that's all. We might be able to surmise that, right? Or it could be, another test to gain more power within their clan. So in my opinion, I think that they're a very they're very clan based from what I saw
It's a
in Killer
it's a
of
tribal
Killers.
society.
Yes.
It's a tribal society where those that have the most experience have the most prestige. So the one who has completed the most hunts, taken down the baddest, and has achieved the best trophies, is the one that has the mantle of power. That's not to say there might not be internal struggle, aka like a Lion King.
Right.
Uh, you know, uh, where there's someone who tries to usurp the power. I think that they're very combat. They're a very combat based species, and it's very much a tribal setup. The big thing that we don't know is how many tribes there are.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. How different they are from each other.
And how different the tribes are. And to Nem's point,
But
we
there
really
has
don't
to
know
be
anything about the females.
but there has to be some sort of cooperation between them all. Otherwise, they wouldn't have advanced as far as they have to be able to space travel.
Well, there might be an unsteady truce between them all. But who's not to say that they're not two shades away from tribal war?
True. True.
That'd be
And
sick.
the hunt is one of the things that keeps the peace. Or
Yeah,
that could be how they settle conflicts.
could be. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, we just found out in Killer of Killers they like gladiatorial arenas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got to use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Heard.
But I mean, those are all things that can be considered, right? Again, we don't have enough information, even with as many movies and comic books and stuff like that have been out. We don't have enough information on this species to actually make a definitive. All we're doing right now is speculating.
Yeah, we can't really do a deep dive.
Shit, you speculating. Listen, I'm telling like it is. This is what's happening. Write it down. It's gonna happen.
hmm
Act 1, Scene 3. It goes down.
Nope. it goes down. Period. Yeah,
We don't have
dude,
enough
the
information to
dreads.
make an educated guess at this point.
Right. And we probably
The
have
tr-
a leg up in terms of insight, to be fair.
Well, yeah.
We
I
do be
mean,
fanboying and shit, you know what I'm saying?
that's what we do, though, right?
Right.
Yep.
AVP,
That's why we're
AVP.
here. Exactly.
Oh, I just thought of a really big question
Hmm.
based on the whole cryo sleep. How
Yeah.
long are lifespans?
That is a damn good question.
What's that now?
How long are the Yautja lifespans?
So,
Because
I'm not
I
exactly
can't
sure of the
imagine that
lore.
they're passing along from generation to generation to generation. Hey, these were you know, the killers from way back when, or whatever. You know what I mean? I just
So,
can't see that really making a whole lot of sense.
I don't know as much about the lore as I do the Xenos. Obviously, that's my specialty, not the Predators. But I will tell you that a little bit of deep diving that I've done and digging, a lot of the narrative that I've heard, without looking it up specifically, talks about the fact that they, in general, can be very old and be fine. Like their lifespan is a long time. But I don't know necessarily we're getting into like Yoda territory where they can live to be like 1,000 or so. But I do know they speak of a legend of like a couple, either a couple elders or one or two one-off predators in particular, especially one in particular, um, about the hunting process and basically the end result of that and the way they do it, almost making them immortal on a godlike level. So there might be one walking around that's like legendary immortal, but I'm still not sure. I haven't done enough research, but I have heard of it. I have heard of it.
Hell, for all we know, we may have gotten, with Wayland Yutani, we may have gotten since they're now merging everything, right?
Well, not only
We
that,
may have gotten the cryo chamber technology from the Outcha.
that's what I'm saying. So not only that, it's interesting to note that they also say there's a high possibility, like, because they haven't really addressed the interaction specifically just yet, just that a couple of battles have happened. But they have deduced that, like, okay, so obviously, like, even though you given the fact that they're tribal and whatnot in nature for terms of like the predator, they do have a lot of like tech savvy shit.
Right.
So it just speaks to the fact that not only have they been around for a little while, but they very much stick to their core nature of being like tribal. But at the same time, there's a possibility that because they've gotten into a few skirmishes before with engineers and the likes of, that yeah, they might have appropriated some of their tech, you know what I'm saying? And then like the residuals of that is like, yeah, other species have been able to do the same thing. It basically just pushes the narrative of like reverse tech, you know what I'm saying? So like it's definitely an interesting trope to go down that road because I've definitely heard that narrative multiple times
But
from
that
a lot
also
of different
means that
levels.
also means that you have people of that species, of the Yautja species, that are also intelligent enough to be able to reverse engineer shit.
Correct. Like I said, I
You
mean
know,
it's very much a juxtaposition between what like wanting to be tech savvy, but it's just a means to an end, right? Because they're very much stuck in tradition. Like we have a core skill set, we're not leaving it. But by
Hmm.
the way, we will be jumping from one star system to another to hunt your motherfucking ass down. You know what I mean? Like, don't play with me. And I think also this, this series of films does a great job of pushing the narrative and possibility of like we give you these weapons to kill yourself with because we see you use them and we took the best traits from all of these weapons and skill sets and adapted them to our own, right? So the reverse tech that you're speaking of, I think we see a lot of that in their weapons that we see from day to day. Like, for instance, the story about the two brothers, one's a ninja, one's a samurai.
well,
One
they were both
carries
samurai, but one,
one carries
yeah.
the spear on his back, right? No, one was very much samurai, one was very much a ninja. But and that's all about life choices. Like that's a whole other thing you got to understand going
That
into
was her
watching
dad.
that story develop.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the
But
sword.
at any rate, the spear that's on his back, you know what I'm saying, that he uses to fight everybody and shit, the Predator does, like that's very much still the same type of spear that he's watching these guys use as they battle and train. Do you know what I mean? Like I think, the disc is probably like a spin off of a ninja star. Do you know what I mean? Like nets are literally is the evolution of what we see now with their nets that they use. Whether they deploy them with a fucking spaceship or they're throwing them with their hands out of a little ball. You know what I mean? Like it's literally shit you've seen us use as primitive people. It's the same fucking tech, bro. It's just leveled up. You know what I mean? Like that's all it is. Instead of making a net that they can throw at you and snare you with and drag you away, they've created a device. They just throw it at you and it snatches you up and brings you to them. Do you know what I mean? Like
Or cut you up.
they don't have a need for a blow dart and to shoot that shit at you because now they just got a gauntlet and their fucking mask uses it. It targets you. It shoots at you. Boom, dead. Like you know what I mean? Like they've literally taken the most rudimentary tech that we have for weaponry and tactics and turned it on to up to 10, up to 12. It's kind of impressive, honestly. Like and then on top of
Okay,
that,
okay.
depending on how the hunt goes, they don't necessarily bring all of that with them. They only bring the bare necessities of what they need because as they go through trials, it's like they're leveling themselves up. They unlock certain skill sets, certain weapon sets. When they're just starting out, that's all they have is their gauntlet. That's it. Sometimes not even that. Like it just depends on where they're at in the trials as a combatant, the type of predator that they're going to be. I'm pretty sure Matt's familiar with this shit. You know what I'm talking about.
You.
So, are we going to get into the Grendel King and his gear? Like what he was wearing? Anybody paying attention?
Yeah.
Like that
Yeah.
motherfucker was
Super dope.
geared the fuck up.
All
Dude,
right,
he
so my
had
man's wearing
some sick
xenomorph tails,
dreads.
right? He's wearing xenomorph tails for a cape. He's
Yup.
wearing a fucking queen's rib cage on his back, bro.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? He's
Yeah.
wearing another predator skull on top of his skull.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude,
Yeah.
my man was strapped up, ready to go.
The Grendel King.
And he was just like, the winner faces me. So
You'll be lucky enough to face me.
it's like, okay, well, I'm not facing you because I'm going to wind up dying anyway because I just got done fighting these motherfuckers.
Right.
You're gonna hit me up while you're all fresh and I'm tired. Like that, how fair is that?
Right.
That's why Torres. That's why Torres was like, "Look, we got to fight together."
Well, honestly, I think the one brother was wanting to do it a lot sooner than everybody else. But Torres immediately identified the language barrier. He was like, all right, clearly we're not all speaking the same language. You know what I mean? But, like, at the same time, I think, to be fair, again, deploying plot armor in a respectful way, you have to have somebody that speaks English, obviously, to forward the narrative and the story of what we're dealing with here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you're kind of still just looking at each other, reading subtitles like you did for the first two quarters of the story. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Like, I think a lot of people look to gift horse in the mouth when they complained about that, and I thought it was a really stupid thing to do. I was like, at this point, okay, well, the film isn't about fucking you, okay? Like, sit back, enjoy the film, let it fucking
Well, the thing
cook.
is,
Because as the only guy in the film that could actually speak fucking English, he's telling you what's going on with the story. If you couldn't deduce it, and for some reason over half the film is passed and you're lost, now you know where we are. Thank you very much.
but that's the thing. Like they had to do that, as
I don't
you
think they
know.
had to do that.
Well, the first part of the first part of that, they did Norse,
Yeah, and she told you right out the gate.
The
Listen,
shield.
some of you may be here for money and riches. We ain't here for that. We bout that life. We gonna kill some shit. Hey, youngin, get some blood on your axe. That's the end
Yep.
of the first part right there. That's all you really need to know.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then obviously, revenge is a dish best served cold. And the moment she hacked homie in half after he told them you will not get into Valhalla, she should have known. Now, can anybody tell me, Talon? I'm looking at you on your stream. Can anybody tell me what the opposite, the direct opposite of Valhalla is?
Helheim.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt. What is
God damn.
Helheim?
The land of the dead.
But what else? What else is there? Like what conditions are you in when you're there?
Freezing cold.
Frozen.
Thank you. And what happened? She beat
Hell
up the
froze
Grendel
over.
King. She beat up the Grendel King. Thought she saved the day. Went into cryo sleep, only to be woken back up again. To go back to cryo sleep. To be woken back up again. To go back to cryo sleep, and so on and so
Go.
on and
Yep.
so on. So she is where?
Helheim.
Technically,
Thank you.
and
Helheim.
if-
It's fucking
yeah.
heavy, bro. Heavy.
Yeah.
How they laid that in. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like wiping the fucking blood off her son. You know what I'm saying? Taking his marking away because the trial is over. You know what I'm saying? The killer of their father is now slain. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
The story is ended. You know, but she doesn't go to Valhalla. She goes to Helheim.
Well,
It's heavy, dude.
the frozen waste. Yep.
That's fucking heavy.
That's
dude.
crazy. Yeah, the frost giants.
Did anyone else notice the sword?
Speak on it. You got the floor.
That was Hanzo's sword from Predators.
Wait, you're talking about the
Really?
second part
Yeah,
of that?
the fucking Yakuza guy.
No shit.
When he picked up the sword, remember he was like, "This is very old."
Yep, that was his sword because that wasn't the sword that's why they said this doesn't look like my sword, or I can't remember exactly what he said.
I'm gonna have to
But
watch
it
Predators again.
wasn't his sword
Yeah, that's a little nugget right
when
there.
he
Okay, so
had to
when
get
they're-
it.
when they're-
That
when
was
they're walking
Hanzo's
right.
up-
sword.
Yeah, when they're
Yeah.
walking up to it, he looks at it and he's like, "This is very old." I remember him saying that, and that makes so much sense now to track that back. That's a wonderful fucking nugget, Matt. Thank you, dude. That's so fucking dope.
No shit. I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
watch Predators again. God damn it.
Right?
Because that whole scene where he has the face off in the field with the sword against the berserker.
So that sword originally belonged to him, but then we see it again in Predators, the way they laid it out.
Nice.
No, I'm saying it was Hanzo's sword from Predators that was
yeah.
used in the gladiatorial arena.
Oh, in the gladiatorial arena. Okay, I got you.
Yes.
So,
What he was handed to at the end.
because if you Hanzo's sword at the end when they give them the weapons, so they give her the battle axe, they give him the sword, the ninja the sword,
And they give him
and
a
then
freaking musket.
the Adelaide pistol, flintlock.
It's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do with
Flintlock pistol,
this?
Well, that was one of the biggest. That's become like the big Easter egg of the franchise at this
Pretty
point.
much.
It's
Powder
the thing
Patch
that's
Ball.
tying everything. It was
And
the
I love,
Adelaide.
and honestly, like I don't even know if he realized like what he was doing, but like the main question about how in the fuck does this pistol keep getting around like it does? Like you literally just sewed all that shit up by doing this one thing, and the fact that they're
Yep.
literally just hijacking humans, and they got them on ice, and they've been doing it for a fucking millennia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it
But
doesn't
that
matter
was-
whether and for
Powder
that matter,
Patch Ball.
Strike that. For that matter, human or not.
I'll be right
Whatever
back.
you are, they've been capturing creatures for
Mhm.
millennia.
The biggest and baddest.
Yeah.
Yep.
The Yautja.
Yep.
Which makes you wonder.
The Yamcha.
Did they ever catch a trial of You do know Yamcha's a character in Dragon Ball Z, right, Matt?
Yeah. No, he was in Yancha. Yan. Yandcha. Yancha. No, I know Yamcha.
That's what I thought he
Yamca.
was saying.
Yamcha. No, it sounded like Yancha to me.
Yeah, I have no idea. It just sounded like
Yancha. Yancha. So I said it sounds like something you order off a menu.
Right.
Yeah. Spicy.
I get bang
Hold
bang
the
sauce
hold
for
the
that?
peppers.
I want some spicy Yancha
Yeah.
with a side of capers.
Yeah, I want
Yes,
seaweed
please.
salad. Let me get seaweed salad and some sriracha sauce, and we good. That's all I need. You know? Oh, and maybe some duck sauce if you got it. 1 pack of soy. That shit's strong.
Mhm.
I gotta keep my sodium down. You know what I mean?
Right.
Some yancha with some white truffle glaze.
Dude,
Some
if
yancha with some balsamic caprese.
listen, why is everybody? Okay, so here's another thing too. Why is everybody so quick to point out if the man can fly a fucking plane, he can fly a spaceship? But everybody's so hung up on like, but how's he gonna fly it? Like, how's he know how to get home? You know what I mean? Like, who knows?
Like the
You know what I
putting
mean?
in the
Like,
coordinates
I
and
mean,
everything.
right.
hold on
It's
though,
not like
because
they
they
had a
Don't
sent
they
droid
just
with them.
random?
It's not like they
Don't
had
they
a
just
droid
capture
with
him
them.
though?
because
Like, it's not
Grendel
like they,
King
it's
sent
not
the
like they was
entire
with him. You know what I
freaking
mean?
clan after his ass.
That's what I'm saying,
Like,
bro. They're back on ice, bro. They went nowhere.
Yep.
I'm telling
They're
you,
Yeah,
they
they
back on
went
didn't
ice.
go. They
fucking
didn't make it
nowhere.
far.
If
Yeah, they're
she's
back on
on
ice.
ice, rest assured, Torres is on fucking ice, bro. He's cooling. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
he's a fucking cucumber right now, bro. There ain't no way.
but as much as I
What
love
was the
having this
ninja's name?
conversation, guys,
I can't fucking remember, and I feel bad about that. I hate
what's
it.
that?
I know, me too.
The ninja's name from the
Oh,
sword. I think that was my
dude,
favorite
I
of the
don't know.
stories.
We're gonna call him Robert Paulson for right now.
His name is Robert Paulson.
Yeah. Even in death, his name is
So
Robert
good.
Paulson.
Such a good story, man. Like the stories. They were really like
really,
how quick they were developed. They really
yeah.
it didn't
Talk
feel
about
rushed.
an asshole move, man. You know that. You know he never would have died if his dad hadn't have fucking chopped the damn wood with the sword to begin with. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
he basically murdered him 20 years ago,
Right.
Yeah.
literally. You know, my man did shit but lean up against the fucking thing and it was a wrap. You know.
But
I guess
as
that's
much
why
as
they
I
Kenji.
called
love
him
having this
Killian,
conversation,
you know?
gentlemen, I am going to have to call it. I do want to spend some time with my wife, so as always, it is a pleasure.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude.
House of Mar, thank you for joining us. Thank you for having me,
Oh,
ITP.
absolutely, dude. We always love having
Uh,
ITP 555, baby, in the pipe. Let's
Yeah,
go.
5x5 in the pipe.
love you guys.
Let's get some firm handshakes in the chat.
You know what I'm saying? High fives and stuff.
Y'all have
Shit porn on
yourselves a good
YouTube
night.
is fine.
Some crisp high fives.
Some crisp high fives. And then,
No fucking way. I just found out. Hold on. I'm sorry. I know that you're saying goodbye and all that, but the dude who played Hanzo actually did the voice of Kenji.
Whoa.
Kenji.
Dude. Nice.
Layers.
Yeah,
So
like
basically,
legit,
Hanzo gave the
same
sword to
actor.
himself. You know what I'm
nice.
saying?
So
He's like,
yeah,
I'm gonna just give this sword to myself. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for the flex. Like,
that's crazy.
Gentlemen,
That's
love you.
cool.
Y'all have a good one.
Love you too, brother.
Thank you for joining us.
Have a great night.
Have a lovely
And
evening.
I will see y'all next week.
That's right.
Yeah, man.
So
Till
we got
next
Volume
stream.
7 coming up.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is about that time, man. Where did the time go, guys?
We just took
Jeez.
forever to get started on the
Yeah.
topic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, we were
man.
playing, y'all were locked in, it's
I'm
all
just
good.
fascinated at your level of knowledge with this stuff. You guys, like, really.
Oh, I'll send you some stuff too, man. We're gonna put you on game, bro. You gonna
Cool.
be
Hell
ready.
yeah.
We ain't done talking about this shit. Like I said, that's the thing. There's so much content in this IP coming out right now. We're gonna have plenty of
Yep.
opportunity to get into it because we still have, like, fortunately for us, all of the. It's not like one is say like I said, IP canon, so we can talk about it all day. But they actually are tying in now. So this is just
Yeah.
perfect.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
we were already going to get into Badlands. We were already going to be talking about Prey. We were already going to be getting into Killers. We were already going to be talking about Romulus. We were already going to be talking about Alien Earth. And lo and behold, we've got one fucking producer just with all the fucking fan service right now, melding it all
Yes.
together.
Yep.
I fucking love
Yep.
it. So I'm here for it. I know you guys are here
Always.
for it. We're going to talk about it. You know what I mean? Talon, thank
Hell
you so
yeah.
much for coming out, bro. I really appreciate you. I know you got a jam.
Thank y'all for having me. And again,
Always, my guy. Always.
love you guys. And is it Saturday yet?
Love you too.
Listen.
All right. Take it easy, fellas.
Savage.
Yup. We'll see you
Peace.
next one, man. We'll see you on the next one. Take it easy,
Lovely
my dude. Have a
evening.
good night.
Peace.
Yep. I'm the
Peace.
next one out the door.